Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you. I'm with you for a little while, probably till about 5 o'clock. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm working on another countdown. I didn't want to put up the one with the leaves, so I'm working on another countdown. I'll probably have it done tomorrow. But other than that, how are y'all? Hope y'all good. Hope y'all good. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Erica Hummins representing Reading. Good afternoon. We got Lewis Talbert in the house. He's out there in Sharonville. Good afternoon. Tanika, or Tonica, out there in Orlando, Florida. I don't like her. Andrea representing downtown. Good afternoon. Rounding out the top five, Anthony Prosser. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Those are the top five. Those are the first five people that got in and say hello. I appreciate y'all. Miss Pittsburgh, she says, good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to you. Crystal Hoskins, representing the Christ Hospital. Good afternoon. Miss Pittsburgh, she wants to let it be known, she representing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to be exact. Not to be confused with any other Pittsburgh. Steban Speed, representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Got Maria Smith out there in North College Hill. Good afternoon. Regina Denson Griffin, representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. Carolyn Smith, she says, good afternoon all. So good afternoon, Carolyn. Good afternoon. Carolyn was hating on me, I think, when I had posted about my hamstring, which, by the way, it's much better. It's much better. Now, of course, it's just the lower back. And that's just being sore from, bending and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think Carolyn was hating, wasn't you? You said something about my fitness level or something like that. Why would you even bring that up? Like, why? Why? There was no reason. It was just, but I might be confusing Carolyn with somebody else. But I was like, why? Why? Just kick a man when he's down. Why don't you? Just terrible. But it's good to see you here. Good to see you here. Tria, being classy as always, afternoon king and crew. There's no crew. She's out there in Columbia Township. Good afternoon. Al Johnson, representing Middletown. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Tanika says, let's work on a song for your countdown. Bet. I'm calling you when the show is over. You got to write it. You got to write it. Maybe we can sing it together. I know you got access to a studio. You can lay down your vocals. I can lay down my vocals here, and we can put it all together. I'm 100% with that. Brenda, representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. T. Mikey G. out there in North Avondale. Good afternoon to you as well. Good afternoon. Daryl Carpenter, say what up. He's representing Snowy Forest Park. All right. Well, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Got Jeffrey Durden. Thank you for checking out the show. And I appreciate you. Bonita Gaines out there in Coleraine Township. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Tanika say, bet I'll write it and you sing it. I'm with that. I'm with that. Terry Anderson, representing downtown. Good afternoon. Got Twin. I heard you, Twin, was spitting fire today on Wyatt's show. If you're not watching, excuse me, if you're not watching Wyatt live, you are missing a good show. I always say this when I tell people to watch Wyatt live. Go in just to hear a view that you might not hear all the time. I say me and Wyatt don't agree on everything. When I think about it, though, for real, when I think about it, me and Wyatt probably agree on at least 90%. When we talk and we talk about stuff, I'm going to say probably about 90% we agree. Even on the stuff we don't agree on, I'd be like, okay, what about this? And he'd be like, okay, I agree with you. And he'd be like, but what about this? And I'd be like, okay, I agree with that. And then I'd be like, but what about this? He'd be like, I agree with that. And what about that? Let's see, that's where you lose me. I can't agree with you on that. How could you not agree with me on that, E? I'd be like, why? Man, that just, and he'd be like, you off base on this one. And, So it might be some little point where we disagree, which, leads us to a different point. But a lot of the other points, we agree on. So just go in listening for a perspective that you might not hear all the time, and be open to it. But I like Wyatt as a person. I tell the story, and I don't mind telling it, because I don't mind sharing stuff about people who do things and who help me. Wyatt helped me out. I can't tell you exactly what he did. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. But I think I have before, what I'm saying? But Wyatt helped me out, and it helped out my little business, and I would say it elevated it, because he had some information that I didn't have that he shared. How could you be against that? How could you be against that? You know what I'm saying? If I got information that and I didn't even go to him asking him for information. Actually, he helped me. It was a misunderstanding. I know, y'all. I'm gonna get back to the hellos. Actually, it was a misunderstanding. I was saying, excuse me, my allergies apparently are acting up again. I got to go back to taking my Clarity. I was saying that I was gonna purchase something from Alibaba, which is that kind of overseas website. It's different, twin, than, as you say, to me. But it's a overseas website. And I was only going to purchase something because I've never purchased anything off of there. And I wanted to, have the experience of purchasing something off of Alibaba. Alibaba. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And he thought that I was saying that I'm going to, they're basically going to be my supplier, for some of my goods. And he was like, we were in the middle of a conversation. I mean, it wasn't even a conversation about that. And then he was like, I guess it hit him. He was like, oh yeah, I remember you talking about, you was gonna, buy some stuff from Ellie Baby or whatever. Cause y'all know how he be mispronouncing words. Look, this ain't hate. I love it when he mispronounces words. What it says to me, I'm like, I'm doing a Trump now. I'm devolving into another story off of a story that I've already devolved into. But I love it when he mispronounces words, because it shows the authenticity. Like, he ain't trying to front to be something that he not. He don't say everything right. You know what I'm saying? And it always tickles me, because I'll be like, this dude is successful and accomplished and, all that kind of stuff, but he'll jack up some words. But you know what he mean. But I'll be like, what did he say today? Algorithm or something like that. I can't remember exactly what he said. Instead of saying algorithm, he said something else. And it just tickled me. And I'm like, I know what you mean, but just stuff like that tickled me. Anyway, so he mispronounced Alibaba. He was like, yeah, don't be going to buy stuff from there. Here is where you should be buying your stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is a wholesaler and blah, 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 blah. And here's what you have to do to get on. And, they're going to take you through a whole process. But, you know what I'm saying? Just go through the process. It'll be worth it. This is why they do it, blah, blah, blah. And here's what you do. In the meantime, you know what I'm saying? I can help you out with some stuff until you get that together. And I was like, cool. All right. Cool. So I appreciated that. And I think, and that's the way I would do stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? If I can help you, like, what was it? B-Rap. That's why I told B-Rap, man, if you get into this and whatever, you call me, or reach out to me. If I can help, I'll help you. If I got some knowledge, I'll share it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, if you're not watching Wyatt, then you probably should be watching Wyatt. All of that to say, Twin was spitting fire on Wyatt today. He was spitting fire. That's all I'm going to say about it. If you wasn't watching, you don't know. Let me get back to my hellos. Where was I? Hold on. I think Twin said something. I done missed a lot of people. Let me see. Daryl, Jeffrey Durden. Okay. Bonita. Yeah, I said Bonita. Terry, I said Terry. There's Twin. He say, what to what? I don't know what that means. Brent, representing Dallas, Texas. Good afternoon. Let's see. DeAndre Crosby. Hello. Hello to you, DeAndre. Anthony says he was spitting goofy garbage. You a hater, man. You're a hater. You just don't know where he's coming from. You just don't know where he's coming from. You're a hater. Are you representing the Cincinnati branch of NWA? No, I'm not. You know, hey, I ain't giving juice to the Raiders. Al Davis never paid us. Pamela representing North Avondale. Good afternoon, Pamela Kinney. Jerica in the house. Did I just rob a bank for Wyatt? He coerced me. I couldn't say no. He coerced me. Myosha, why you look like you about to commit a felony? Why a black man in a hoodie and a cap in the middle of the winter? Might not be the middle of the winter, but it's cold outside. Why he got to look like a criminal? Dang. See, that's y'all on these stereotypes, man. Y'all need to 2025. Y'all need to come up off of that stuff. Jerick says he's very emotional though. I want to call him, but he always thinks when I don't agree with him, I'm angry. Well, Jerick, in his defense, sometimes you be sounding angry. Oh. Ashley Marie representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. We got Scott Bain representing West Walnut Hills. Jerica says it's not your little business. It's little right now. There's a lot of room to grow it. And when I really get the opportunity to kind of dig my heels in, I can grow it. So in my eyes, it's still small. Not little in terms of importance. Okay, little in terms of importance too. Who needs a shirt that I designed? But a small business is what I'm saying, Jericho. Brian Taylor, good afternoon. He's representing Springdale. Got Shahara in the house. Let me see. She says happy hump day. She's present. She's representing By Hill. You know, if I don't read her stuff, she send me a message back like, you didn't read mine. You didn't say everything that I said in my comment. Like, damn. But Shahara is here. I appreciate you, Shahara. Twin says, I want to know what food truck you about to rob. What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Does Claritin help stop the drainage that makes you cough? Apparently, yes. Apparently, that's the issue. All these years, I didn't know it. And I hipped a few other people to it who had these coughs that they couldn't get rid of. And I was like, have you tried taking some allergy medication? They was like, I ain't got no allergies. I just got this cough. I can't shake this cough. And I just tell them, well, do this for yourself. Go get some Claritin, just the over-the-counter stuff. Try it for 5 days. See what happens. Every single one of them was like, bro, this cough went away. I have been trying to shake that cough for like 2.5 months. In like 3 days, the cough was gone. I'm like, I like to share. When I get information, I like to share the information with people. Logic Slayer representing Gulf Manor. Good afternoon. Jason says, I'm Fairfield. Jason Dockery representing Fairfield. Let's see. Daryl says, okay, get off his ends already. Y'all need kiss and make up. Samuel, this is the year of reconciliation, bro. Not Samuel, this is back to Daryl. This is the year of reconciliation. It's all about reconciliation. Now, in order for there to be a real reconciliation, in my mind anyway, there has to be an acknowledgement of whatever the problem is and then you come to an understanding. Even if the understanding ain't I agree with you or you agree with me, whatever, but we understand that this is a problem and, but we're not going to have any animosity about it. This is your reconciliation. I'm telling you. Samuel says, good afternoon, family. Good afternoon, Samuel. Brent, I don't know what that says. Catarado. Okay. Let me see. Janice. Y'all know Janice. She's my favorite. Janice in the house. Good afternoon. She said she didn't get the alert. I don't know. I don't send them out, so I'm sorry. Tanika says, one thing I love about Wyatt is he isn't a gatekeeper. He gave me some excellent business advice yesterday. Yeah. Let me see. Carolyn said, yeah, he was spitting fire like Drop Squad 52 be dropping science. Oh. Don't be a hater. Vincent Jones say Blue Ash in the building. We got Kimberly Everhart out there in Bond Hill. Good afternoon, Kimberly. Good afternoon. Armand Murray, dressed in all black, like the Omen. Really? Really believe that's a movie I didn't see. I saw, actually, the movie, The First Omen, but I've never seen the original Omen. I've seen pieces of it, but I've never sat through and watched the entire thing. Nat Turner, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Meyer says, I've asked why when a brother got on a hoodie, a black hoodie, and a black hat, and it's actually got a name on it. I had to turn the name to the side because it's just because. But she said, I was asking why I got to be a robber or ready to commit a crime. She's saying, because when I do my dirt, I wear head to toe black. What dirt your rich ass doing? Your rich ass ain't doing no dirt. The only dirt you do is you probably tell Maria to go, you know what I'm saying, do some bad stuff to somebody. How you hire people to do your dirt. B-Rap again. What's up? Looking like you about to rob somebody. Why? B-Rap, thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Black does not mean, look, y'all are playing into, I know some of y'all being silly, but y'all are playing into the whole stereotype that got Trayvon Martin killed. Young black man in a hoodie, he got to be up to no good. They always get away with it. Next thing you know, that young brother is dead. Why? Because of a stereotype. Don't perpetuate the stereotype. Let's see. Talking about we bringing 2024 into 2025. You did it just yesterday. It's something, and then I didn't. And you like, did you miss my? It was yesterday. Yesterday was not 2024, Shara. It wasn't. Oh, let's see. Hold on, I think that's about it. Robert Willis. Robert, you late in the mug. You normally number 1 or 2. I was late though, so okay, I'll take it. It was my fault. You look like you just did an OJ. Did you remember to ditch the gloves? That is funny, because I got my black gloves. My black leather gloves that fit good and tight. I was wearing them today. But it's not funny. I'm not allowed to laugh anytime any reference to anything had to do with somebody being killed. Otherwise, if I laugh, Raven is a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want that on my conscience. So I can't laugh at your OJ joke and my gloves. Because if I do, Raven has to take one for the team. And I don't want to do that to her. That was funny to me. Nakia says, always laughing and happy. Nakia in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's see. Jerica says, that's a lyric from Lil' Kim, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I never listened to Lil' Kim. Y'all know I'm not a hip-hop guy, so I'm sorry. It went over my head. And Tria also said, those are song lyrics. That goes over my head. Check with me before you just drop a song lyric that's a hip-hop, even if it's a classic. You got to check with me and, make sure, like, were you listening to hip-hop in this era, and did you listen to this artist? Like, if you drop a Beyonce lyric on me, it's going over my head. It's probably just going completely over my head. Sorry. Mike out there in Eaton, Ohio. All right. Good afternoon. Let's see. Robert Willis says he's helping people get out the snow. Not me. If you can't get out the snow, I'm telling you right now, I saw some stuff, some single women complaining that they had to shovel their own snow. And I'm like, ain't y'all the same people that like to run around proclaiming how independent y'all are? Y'all got y'all on this and y'all got y'all on that. Well, you got your own snow shovel too. Use it. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so picky. Picky about silly stuff. Like somebody's height, Shahara. You know what I'm saying? I told you your man is like 5'3" anyway. I'm not saying Shahara was the one complaining about shoveling her own snow. I did see some women, and some of these are women that I know that turn men down for stupid reasons. He ain't tall enough. To me, that's a stupid reason. And it might be a great reason to you. But then you can't complain when you out there shoveling your own snow. Because he 5'4". Because he 5'6". And one on Turner dude now say he was too short. He's 5'11". She's not even 5 feet tall. He's 5'11" and he too short for her. All right. B, get out there and shovel your own snow. Don't complain about it. You single, you independent. You got your own. You don't need no man. Just stop complaining about it, the things that you would be wanting your man to do. That's it. That's all I'm saying about that. Let's see. Let me see. Kimberly says, I do my own shoveling if my brother don't help. My neighbor did volunteer to help me yesterday. I was happy. And look, nothing against it. I'm not saying, brothers don't go help sisters, single sisters. I'm just saying for the single sisters that was complaining about having to shovel your own snow. Get over it. You independent. I'm telling you, it really do. I don't want to get off on this man-woman thing because Emanuel love the ladies. But when I hear women talking about how independent they are and they got their own and all that kind of stuff, it always makes me chuckle. Because I'm thinking, and what do you think that means for real? You 30 years old and you got your own car. And you know how many 30-year-old men out here got their own car and ain't running around talking about, I'm independent. You know how many 30-year-old men got their own house and ain't running around talking, I'm independent. You know how many 30-year-old men is working jobs and ain't running around talking about, I'm independent. It's not impressive that you got stuff that you probably should have. We're not super impressed by that. I want women to stop doing that. I mean, I'm not even saying it like I'm not hating on y'all. Like, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, but you don't get like extra points or nothing for that. I'm not even sure what the points would go towards. But you don't get. Okay. If I ran across a man, just a brother, and I'm talking to him, and he like, bro, I'm independent. I got my own job. I got my own house. I got my own car. I pay for my own bills. I'm independent. So what, nigga? What you want me to do? You want a cookie? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would be thinking. Like, what? Why are you saying this? You're a lady. You know what I'm saying? You are a lady. But that's just me. That's just me. Let me see. Am I finished with my hellos? Am I finished with my hellos? Oh, can I say something else that I think as a man, I don't want to go into 2025 bashing anybody, because Emanuel love everybody. But for the few dudes out there, typically black men, even though I think I do hear some white men do it as well, I just want y'all to know that when you say honey, I immediately think you gay. I don't care who you talk. I mean, unless you talking about that stuff that bees produce. When I hear you say honey, I think you gay. I was listening to this dude, and you know what I'm saying? Just I didn't know him. We were in Kroger. This was last night. I was up at Kroger in Clifton, University of Cincinnati. And I'm hearing this dude talk, and he's talking to this female that I thought was, his woman. And he said something, honey, let me tell you. And I was like, he gay. That's not his girl. That's his friend. Straight dudes, I don't know straight dudes that say honey to people. If I'm talking to one of my dudes, you know what I'm saying? And he like, honey, let me tell you. I'm like, Ian, what's wrong with you? Did you just call me honey? I'm like, are you gay? Is this your coming out the closet? You know how I know you gay? You know how I can tell that you gay? Because you called me honey. You know what I'm saying? Is that one of them things? Straight dudes don't call people honey. I mean, unless there's some level of, and there's got to be very apparent level of sarcasm. Like if some chick been calling you honey this or honey that, and you know what I'm saying, trying to, I'm independent, honey. I got my own this, honey. And y'all, you can't have my number, honey. You work a 9 to 5, honey. I need a man, and then she can't pay the bill, and then you like, oh, honey, you ain't got enough money in your bank account. Then it's okay to say honey. It's the sarcasm and the irony all wrapped into one. That's about one of the only cases I can think of when it's okay for a straight man to call anybody honey. And he said it and it just flowed. I was like, he gay. He gay. Not that there's anything wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? You can be gay. You can be gay. As a matter of fact, one of the things I want to do, I want to take the stigma out of being gay. I want 2025 to be the year we take the stigma out of being gay. Y'all know I watched that Luther Vandross thing. I like Luther Vandross, or Vandross, or however you say his name. I like Luther. But Luther was gay. Why couldn't they just say that man was gay in the special? You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't they just say Luther was gay? He had some relationships, but he couldn't find the man for him because he couldn't really cast his net because he didn't want everybody to know he was gay. Luther should not have had to die. And even, post what? Luther been dead for over 20 years. People still, it ain't okay to say that he gay. They mad at Patti LaBelle because Patti LaBelle said what we all know. People shouldn't have to live like that. People shouldn't have to live like that. I don't like it. Look, I'm not big on the gay thing. Like, for me, it's definitely not the life for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I don't want to bash them. I don't want to say, because some of the stuff that they do, it's nasty. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But you should be able to be happy. Like, even if you don't want to actively be gay, but, you sexually attracted to men, you should be able to be like, look, I don't want to be actively gay, but I'm sexually attracted to men. You shouldn't have to be in a closet, twin, just fantasizing about an old flame that you had to act like you didn't like your whole life. You shouldn't have to do that. I don't understand why that man couldn't just be gay. But yeah, I heard that dude say honey in the store, and I was like, he gay. There are certain giveaways. Honey is one of them. Honey is one of them. Vernon says, I don't even know what Patty said, and I'm mad at her. Don't mess with Luther. All Patty said, she was asked about his sexuality and why he didn't come out. And she said, well, he didn't come out because, number one, he didn't want his mama to know, even though she probably already knew, but he didn't want to put it out there. And then number two, because he did a lot of love songs, he didn't want to let his female fans down. That was it. She just told the truth. She just told the truth. Jack says, I've noticed most singers are gay and sing ambiguous songs. No, most singers are not gay. Where would you get that from? I don't even know where that would come from. Luther was noticeably gay. Like, I guarantee Luther called people honey. You know what I'm saying? Like, sing that, honey. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee Luther said honey. Yes, to me, that is one of the barometers. You can tell. It's certain things that, you know what I'm saying, certain, and I don't know where they get, like, do they go to school or something? There are just certain, in men, I'm gonna stop, because it feel like bashing and stereotyping, and it kind of is, but it kind of is stereotyping, but true. You know what I'm saying? It's different than, oh, you wearing all black, you about to go rob somebody. That's a stereotype. Don't be saying that about me. That's a terrible stereotype that get people killed. Like that. Okay, that's true. Well, what about you? You saying that if a man called a girl or a man honey, then he gay? That's different. That's different. It is. It's different. There are certain, gestures and things like that, and sometimes you can just tell. All right. Jack, he wants to prove his point. Freddie Jackson, Missy Elliott, Freddie Mercury. That's 3 out of how many million or billion singers in the world? Jeannie says, I never really knew Luther was gay for a fact. I just loved his music and couldn't care less. Thank you for saying it right. If he was or was not. Well, come on. You might not have been paying attention. Because that was like the 70s and the 80s when he came out. Uh, and you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even like 16 at the time. I knew that dude was gay. I knew he was gay. I watched him do interviews, and when he did interviews, you can tell there's even something about. I'm gonna move on from this topic because I don't want to bash nobody. But I really do believe people should be able to be authentically themselves. But it's certain things that you do that show who you are. I was and Mrs. Livingston was mad at me. Well, not mad at me, but we were in Walmart a few weeks ago. And you know how they had the people go through, because you know you can order stuff online and they have people go through and pick up your order, and then what, they take it to you or whatever. And there was a guy who was doing the shopping, you know, because he had the big cart and he had a little list and, you know, all the little different things. You knew that he was one of the people that, I think they call it picking, but I'm not 100% sure. But, you know, he was shopping for somebody else. And I looked at her and I said, how do you shop gay? Like, how do you shop gay? Just everything about him just exuded gayosity. Again, I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm not saying that it is bad. But I'm just saying there are certain things that you just can tell. Dude was clearly gay. Not just effeminate. Dude was clearly gay. He shopped gay. So, you know, it's just one of them things that you notice. Just one of them things that you notice. I don't even know how we got on the subject of gay. Regina and Myosha, yes, is a word. Look, I remember talking to Brother James Muhammad, and Brother James Muhammad said this, and I've adopted it. At the time, I rejected it, but since then, I've adopted it. He said you can take any root word, and put on any suffix or prefix and any number of suffixes and prefixes as you want to make the word come alive. And I've adopted that. Osity happens to be one of my favorite suffixes. So I take his word for it, and thus gayosity is a word. Jeannie says you hit the nail on the head, Emanuel. I am that much of a music lover. I don't pay much attention to sexual orientation. Either you can sing or you can't. Okay. Jack wants to know, have you ever been friends with a married couple and the husband seems to be obviously gay, but it's oblivious to the wife? Yes, and people got mad at me for pointing it out. I didn't say the couple's name or anything like that, but there's a guy who's like so obviously gay, Like, I don't know, he think he fooling people, but he ain't fooling nobody. Now, I'm not his friend, but I know him. I interact with him, you know, semi-regularly. And he announced he was engaged. And I was like, okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You get to live his truth. And then he kind of introduced us to her. And let me tell you, she was fine as hell. I wanted to say the F word. She was fine as F. She was, that woman was, even the young lady that I was with at the time, because I wasn't married, the young lady that I was with at the time was like, damn, she fine. And I was like, how does she not know that he gay? Like, everybody know he ain't fooling nobody. How does she not see it? I don't, and so I said something on air because this is kind of what I do. I see stuff and then I bring them up because people like to pretend like they don't see the same stuff that I see, but they do. Diane says she might have been gay herself. She's not gay. She's not gay. They're no longer together. It didn't last very long. It didn't last very long. But yeah, no, she liked men. Just somehow. I mean, I don't know if he was a come up for her or, she was, I don't know. She was insecure and so she went with it or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. And Daryl, yeah, that was the question that I asked Daryl. Daryl says, why the obvious gay ones always can pull the fine women? That was the question that I asked. And the hate that I received was overwhelming for a normal person. For me, it was all right, because I don't be caring. But for a normal person, it would have been overwhelming. And I was like, I can't believe I'm getting this much hate for something that's so obvious and everybody sees it. But yes, Jack, to your point, yeah, I've known that to be the case. And I don't understand it. And see, that's why sometimes when I had these conversations, and I keep saying I'm going to stop because it feel like bashing, but it's really not bashing. It's just being, you know how they tell you now that you're not allowed to be homophobic. You're not allowed to be transphobic. You're not allowed to, what they really trying to tell you is, first, you're not allowed to believe your own eyes and instincts. You can't look at somebody shopping gay and be like, that's some gay shopping. You know what I'm saying? You ain't allowed to do, if you do that, ooh, you wrong. I don't believe in that. People always talking about judge not, lest she be judged, and so on and so forth. I'm like, man, y'all be forgetting the other part of that. The basic gist of it is, you need to be willing and okay with being judged by the same standard that you use to judge other people. And I'm all right with it. I'm comfortable being judged by the same standard that I use to judge other people. I'm certain that every once in a while I'm wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? I played this. I was watching a commercial. I don't remember what it was for, but it was a dude and he was putting peanut butter on some bread. And I was like, how can I tell that you're gay by the way you put peanut butter on bread? That should be an asexual thing. There should be no hint of gayosity in that. He was, and I'm like, who put peanut butter on bread like that? Nobody spreads their peanut butter like that. That's just over the top gay. And it was in a commercial. And now I'm not supposed to, based on societal standards today, I'm not supposed to look at that and say, that's gay. Oh, see, you wrong for saying that that's gay. No. Come on, they know what they're doing. I have to agree with everything. I just have to agree with it. No. Come on, my eyes see stuff and my common sense kick in and say, that is what it is. Girl, you walk around with a haircut, you know what I'm saying, like a dude, with your breasts duct taped down, with your pants sagging, you know what I'm saying, trying to sound like a man, and always walking around with some fine woman, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not supposed to realize, like, she could be a lesbian, you know what I'm saying, Or maybe she was just raised by her father, and the way her father... You homophobic. No! I just noticed stuff that we all notice, but we all scared to say, I noticed that. Because if you say it to somebody, they're like, yeah, I wasn't going to say nothing, but because we supposed to, I wasn't going to say nothing, but yeah, you're right. You know, come on, ain't nothing wrong with it. When we do away with the stigma of being gay, when we just do away with the stigma of being gay, then it'll be all right to recognize gay people are gay. And then the people who are gay will be comfortable, you know, just being gay and just being themselves, and we'll be comfortable with them being gay. What other topics you got? I was just about to move on. I told you I was going to move on. And, next topic, please. As a matter of fact, since y'all saying that, I'm staying on this topic. I ain't got nothing else to say on it because I was getting ready to move on. But don't try to bully me. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to bully me to move on to the next topic. So I'm going to stay on this topic, and I don't have nothing to say about it, but gay. Gay, 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 gay. Damn it. Gay, gay. I genuinely don't have nothing else to say, but y'all not going to bully me to move on to the next topic. So I'm going to just say gay intermittently for the next 5 minutes. Gay. Daggone it. It's gay people, and guess what? They gay. Gay. Try to bully somebody. Gay. Gay, gay. No, I'm not being aggressive. They just trying to bully. Next topic. What next topic? And, then call in. You call in with your topic then. You know the number. Gay. Gay, gay. Time to move on. Gay. Gay. I genuinely have nothing else to say about it. I was done. I was ready to move on, but I can't let people think that they bully me into move on. I told him next topic, and then he stopped talking about it. Gay. Raven Monday.
Sir, what is the problem today?
What? I won't be bullied. I won't be bullied. I know it's 2025.
The way you are going off about absolutely nothing.
It's the year of reconciliation, but that don't mean that I'm going to be bullied. I won't be bullied.
Emanuel, you are the biggest bully.
Who? When? Where? How?
Where you want to be?
I don't think I've ever bullied. Well, that's not true. When I was like in the 3rd grade, I did bully somebody. But other than that, I don't think I've ever bullied anybody.
Well, you certainly have the impression of a bully, which is, I guess, not a bad thing because apparently certain people would tell you that I get the impression of a lesbian. So it is what it is. And the only reason for my call is to ask you, because you said you can look at somebody and tell, if they're doing certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you can make that judgment. So
Many times, yeah. Not always.
I guess my only question, just for entertainment purposes, is did I get lesbians?
I'm gonna have to ponder that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now, Raven, you know me. I got to be honest.
Oh my God, here we go.
I could see somebody looking at you, listening to you, and wondering.
In what way?
Um, I mean, you don't have the daintiest of voices, and uh, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're a tall lady, taller, lady, and you know a whole lot about that world. So just those three things together, you know, big, deep voice lesbian. I'm not saying you got a deep voice, but you know what I'm saying? I could see somebody, if I tuned in and I heard you defending, I don't know what the LGBTQIA plus community.
Good job.
Then I could see somebody like, is she a member of that community? You know what I'm saying? So do you, just off rip, do you give gay vibes? Not to me, no. But in the right situation, I could see somebody wondering that.
Interesting. So just because again, things I can't control about my voice and about my height, on top of just simply knowing how to work Google and Google things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll be passionate about it too. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you got some friends who are gay, and so you be passionate about defending their right to their, alternative lifestyle. So, and I'm not saying I would think that you were. I'm just saying I could see somebody tuning in for the first time. Like, is she gay? Like, she's really passionate about that.
I can see that, but it definitely don't have nothing to do with how badly I piss off men. It's simply the voice, the height, and just being passionate about their rights.
Well, I think from time to time you do exhibit some kind of man-hating traits, but
interesting.
But I don't think that makes one a lesbian. That just, mean that probably they've had some bad experiences with some bad men.
That's it. I find that in itself interesting, but okay. I mean, I disagree, but
Wait. Wait, what do you disagree with?
That I exhibit man-hating traits.
I wish I could come up with some examples right off the top of my head. I can't. But you from time to time you say stuff about you have. I can't say lately, of course, because I'm blocked, so I don't get much chance to. You should unblock me, but I don't get much chance to listen, because I would have to do all my listening on Facebook because I don't be in my car. So I haven't had much chance to listen lately, but I know you used to say things that were kind of stereotypical about men, negative things that were stereotypical about men, and I'd be like, ooh, that's hate.
I feel like I can say the same about you. Like, I feel like, not that this has anything to do with you, but I feel like we have just disagreed about certain things, so I can definitely understand how you could get that from me.
And I just want to say, you childish. This ain't about me, okay? This ain't about me. Don't try to bring me into
That's
it.
That's what I said. I said not that this has anything to do with you, but I feel like we stand on polar opposites of certain things, and a lot of times it do be like man versus woman stuff.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And that's why I said, I'm not saying you're a man hater. Again, I'm saying if somebody from the outside just kind of tuned in one day and heard this or heard that, they might wonder.
Yeah, I can accept that. I can accept that from you. I can't accept that from no random old man telling me I'm disrespectful and I'm a lesbian. I can take that from you.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. I made my decision that I will not laugh, even if I talk about that dude who zipped himself up in the luggage. I would not laugh about nobody else's.
Wait, who?
You don't remember that story?
No.
Remember, we did the story. This was a few years ago where a dude, remember they were playing hide and seek and he zipped himself in the luggage and then he ended up dying. and she was arrested.
That sounds. How I just say that sounds like something you would lose your mind laughing at. That brief description of that story alone sounds like something you would lose your mind laughing at.
You really don't remember that story?
I don't.
Well, I've made up my mind, and I'm not laughing about
right
that.
Right now, he's going to cuss you out because you're laughing.
No, I'm not laughing about that because what I've determined is if I laugh about stuff like that, somehow, I don't know exactly how it works, but it makes you a lesbian. So,
Emanuel, you cannot say that.
So I will not laugh about anything that has anything to do with anyone's death.
I don't see that working out well for you, but I wish you luck.
Well, you better hope it work out well for me, because if it don't work out well for me...
Please refrain. I don't need them rumors out in these streets like that.
Raven Monday is not a lesbian. Just to put it out there.
You can't say it like that, because if you say it like that, somebody gonna say something. Never mind. We just gonna let that be that.
Raven, I hope everything is still going good for you over there. I see you, doing a little more. I see a lot of growth, and I'm happy for you, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. They calling me Emanuel Jr. I don't know whether I should take that as a compliment or not, but I'm choosing to.
I don't know either. But
I feel like it's a little bit of both. But we're going to let that be that.
All right. Did you have anything else?
No, that was it. I just wanted to know if you thought I was a lesbian.
I do not.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your call.
Bye.
All right. That was Raven Monday. Raven Monday. All right. Now, what was I getting ready to move on to? I was getting ready to talk about, because it's been 5 minutes. I was getting ready to talk about another thing that I noticed in Kroger. Can we do this? And talk to your young nieces and cousins and daughters and granddaughters and all of that kind of stuff. Can we stop talking super loud in public places about stuff that ain't nobody else's business? I don't know if people think that people are impressed by that. But again, I was in Kroger yesterday, and there were these two young ladies, young sisters, in one of the frozen food aisles. And they was just, I didn't pay enough attention to, I could have, get all the details of their story. But they was loud, like, girl, yep, and what I look like fighting over some nigga. I ain't gonna be fighting over, and then he gonna go over her house and tell her, girl, he did the same thing. And I'm like, why y'all having this conversation in Kroger? In the frozen food aisle. But maybe y'all just happen to run into each other. Y'all know the same people, whatever. But why is it so loud? Y'all are standing right next to each other. Right next to each other. I don't care that you ain't fighting over no dude. I'm not looking at you like, ooh, she's impressive. She said she ain't fighting over no nigga. I don't want to hear this story. Just stand there and talk in a normal voice. I shouldn't hear it 3-4 aisles down. I was about to say rows, but they're aisles. I shouldn't hear this story 3 or 4 aisles down. It ain't just women who do it. I hear men do it too. Dudes standing on the corner. Dudes do still stand on the corner. Dudes standing on the corner. Yeah, man. And then he gonna come up to me. And I'm like, I don't want to hear your story. I don't do a podcast. And the people who want to hear it, they'll watch you. And then they'll listen to your story and whatever. But just me, minding my own business, I want to hear it. I don't need to hear it. Now, if you talking in a normal voice and I happen to walk past and hear it, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're talking in a normal voice, whatever. But they was talking like they were putting on a play. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever went to a play? People who do play, if you don't act, I don't act either. I'm about to take maybe some acting lessons. I'm about to devolve into something else, but I'm going to be back. I do want to be in a play. I want to be in a play at some theater, some community theater or something like that. That's something I'm going to do in 2025. But if you've not noticed, when people are doing a play, they don't speak in a normal voice. Like, they not on stage like, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? You know what I'm saying? They don't, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? Because, you know what I'm saying, they got to project. People got to hear them. I don't know if they do it quite like that, but you know, you feel me. You project. If you're doing a play, it's cool. But if you standing in the aisle in Kroger, use your inside voice. Like, didn't parents teach people? I remember the inside voice thing. Use your inside voice. And even when you outside, you don't have to scream. He's standing next to you. Why are you talking so loud? I'm not impressed by y'all exploits. And it's very rarely something admirable. Now, sometimes it is. And then people I look at crazy. I was at an event, and this was in somebody's house. It was I'm going to say a dinner party, but it wasn't a dinner party. It was a gathering at somebody's house. And there was this one guy there who told everybody that he could think of to tell that he does real estate. And the houses that I sell for $5 and $10 million. And in my company, I'm in charge of $5 billion in assets. Why you the only one talking this loud? Everybody else is talking in a normal voice, but everybody across the room can hear. I done heard that you in charge of $5 billion in assets 20 times today, and I wasn't standing near you either of those times. Bring it down, bro. Bring it down. Twin.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I'm all right so far, man. You had me dad left. Who was that, Ravina or Raven on there?
Huh? What? Raven, hold on a second. Twin, let me say this. I see a few people say the comments ain't scrolling. Here's what I have to do, like when I'm watching Wyatt or something and the comments stop scrolling. Close it and then open it back up. Like, I have to exit all the way out of Facebook on my phone and then open it back up, and then the comments go to scrolling again. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. So try it if you want to see comments. Try that, and it might work. It works for me. All right, go ahead, Twin.
Oh, yeah. What I was saying?
Nothing. You were making a terrible joke. Was that Raven or Ravina?
Oh, you terrible. Don't say nobody terrible.
No, I'm not saying you terrible. I'm saying the joke was terrible, but I know where it's coming from because you're thinking about Transveta, and you know what I'm saying, you can't get that out of your brain, and I wish you could have just lived your truth.
Why would you bring that up, man, even though you're talking about that rainbow sherbet ice cream stuff?
Because you know that's what we all know that that's what you're thinking about, and that somewhere along the line, this conversation would have landed there.
No, I wasn't thinking about that, man.
Okay.
See, there you go, try to put something. You say you was going to be nice this year. Make up your mind, man.
What did I say that wasn't nice? I helped you get to where you were going to go.
See, you want me to go there with you, man. Not today, man. I'm not going to go there with you. You like that.
Okay.
We can about no dang on Transveta.
We can move on.
You look like
we can.
I know why you mentioned about.
You're right. We can move on.
Hold on, man. I'm off that.
All right.
Dang. I know why you mentioned earlier about, using you as an example, robbing banks, but damn, I didn't know you was going to really go down there and put it on. Look like you about to set it off today.
It's just a hoodie and a hat.
I understand all that, but, we listen to Wyatt, but he, use you as an example, and damn, I click on, you got the Scully and the hoodie on. All you need is a face mask and a pole or some whatever butter knife you go rob them with.
Terrible stereotype. It's horrible.
Hey, whenever you came in the basement podcast like that, man.
Many
you never
times.
came with no hoodie. I'm not saying you a hoodie, but you blacked out today.
Okay.
Looking like E40 and stuff on a booster seat. You ready to rob somebody today? You doing good today?
I'm doing good today. I'm not going to rob anyone. But I'm doing good. How are you? How are you?
I'm you mentioned something, about Kroger's, man. Hey, man, you're on point with that one, man. I got to, agree with you, for the first time this year and stuff because, man, they be telling their whole info. Girl, let me tell you, his ass didn't come home last night, and then guess what? I had to go to the grocery store where I'm at now and get the kids some, but I got his ass when he come back. I'm like, man. And then they be like, right there, Emanuel. Right there by each other. The guys got it bad too, man. Man, you see the Bengals game, and dang, the dude right there, what you got? And they on the phone. And, I hate to say it, be some geekies running through here too, man.
Some what?
And geekies, man. Some flaming hots coming through here and on Google, I'll get away from them real quick, man.
What do they be saying loud?
Man, man, it's stupid, man. You tell me, man. The way they try to, think they, I don't know what you call it, really think they a girl or something, a tendency of a girl. Say, girl, and let me tell you, and I'm just sick and tired of it. She saw my chalkboard, whatever boards at the nursing home they do. And she saw my board. She could have did it and all that. And man, I'm like, what? I be laughing. I'm like, man, these straight punks, man. And I'm just tired of it. I be tired. Why? Just quit. That's my thing. Every job I go to in a grocery store, I'm just tired of that job. Some people get on, just quit. You got a broadcaster to come to work saying, you tired, just quit.
Well, it ain't always that simple. You know what I'm saying? You got to work. You got to work. Got to make that money.
I mean, but the same people, though, man. Coming to work, man, I'm just sick and tired. They ain't going to do nothing today. I'll go there, fire me, write me up type stuff. That's what they be saying, man. I admit I've said it, too, a couple of times, especially when it's snowing at the grocery store and all that. Y'all think God coming back or something, man. It ain't that serious.
Can I, twin, at your Kroger store, is there any ground beef there?
They just got it in, man. Reason why it's like that because of the backup truck, because of the snow and the danger of the drivers. That's why it's really like that, man. They back on now.
All right, because there was literally there was no ground beef in the store.
Yeah,
there were 0 eggs in the store.
I said it's everywhere, man. Quit going. I said it was everywhere. I put it away last night.
Hold on. Why are you trying to bully me now to stop talking about what wasn't in the store?
Hey, you can call it whatever you want. Don't call me collect. Just saying. I'm telling you that's what happened. I put it away last night and I seen it today on the shelf.
I didn't even understand what that meant.
You said something about whatever you just said. I said don't call me. You said you trying to bully me or whatever. You heard what I said, man. Anyway,
I didn't understand the don't call
never
me.
Never mind, man. I ain't going to repeat myself.
It didn't make sense. But it wasn't no ground beef. Like, and I mean, like, not a single pack, not a single carton of eggs. Wasn't no orange juice.
What store you was at?
I was at Kroger in Clifton. No orange juice. No iced tea. You know, like there were just, it was like, no, it was other stuff there, but like I said, ground beef, eggs, orange juice, iced tea. It wasn't no ground turkey.
You don't even cook.
How you
So
know?
what you worried
How
about?
you know if
Man,
I
you don't
cook? How you know if I cook?
You said you admitted it last month that you don't.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did when I asked. You said you don't cook.
I did not. I
Okay,
might have
then.
said I can't cook, but that don't mean I don't cook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was delayed, man, because of the they didn't want to put the drivers in jeopardy, and some of them called off too because of that snow, and it set it back. Plus, it was it New Year's this week? Last week? Yeah, so that snow really pushed everything from the milk and other stuff, but they back hustle. They back booming though, so you go get your turkey, beef, ginger snaps, and other stuff you like.
I'm off the sugar for a minute.
For how long?
At least a month, and then maybe
Was it like crack to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think when I was walking through the store and I walked past the cookie aisle, I could hear it calling me. Like, I could audibly hear it. Like, you know you want me.
Oh, it sound like E.T.
You know
phone
you
home
want
type.
me. And I was like, stop talking to me. Leave me alone. It wasn't talking louder than them girls, but it was talking to me. Yeah.
That sound like personal problems. Sound like one of them ghosts or something in their basement.
Ghosts? There's no S. You could just say, I mean, even if there is an S, if you're talking about multiple ghosts, just put an S on the end. It's not an ES, not ghosts.
You brought to Kroger's or whatever. So
huh? No, I'm just trying to help you. It's just ghosts.
You gotta help me. I know what to say.
Not ghosts.
Some ghosts or whatever down in that basement you brought to Kroger's or something.
All right.
Man, it's cold out here.
It is cold out there. You got anything else?
What else new on your podcast, man?
Bro, right now I'm just talking, man. We just talking about stuff. What have you seen? Did you see the Luther Vandross documentary?
Little Luther, big Luther.
Luther.
It's a big Luther and a little Luther.
Well, it's the same guy. So it's a documentary
hey,
about.
Man, did they ever come out? I want to know. No, I ain't see it. I've seen previews of it, but I ain't really see it. But did they ever really talk about it? He ever slept with a woman or something, man? Or had a woman?
No, they never really went into it. I mean, they did a whole.
That's what I wanted to know. I want to know who he was banging, whatever.
Why? Why do you want to know that?
I mean, I never saw him with a woman, man.
Right, but why do you want to know that?
Because he had little feminine ways and everything.
Okay, so you just saying you want him to just go ahead and come out and say dude was gay.
I mean, my tell seemed like he was gay to me, but I just want to know, was he ever with a woman or something?
Why? Why do you want to know? Like, I understand people like you said, he did have some feminine traits, and I assume that he was gay. Now, it didn't make his music better or worse, but I just assumed that he was gay.
Jackson. We don't know. I always thought Mike was been touched before in that brain and something. But
twin,
I don't know if even though he had women, whatever, I don't know if he was banging.
Right.
He might not. I wasn't there. But hey, at least we know Mike, had a girl by his side and everything. But Luther, I ain't never seen him with no broad, man. If anything, he was coming down presenting an award or something.
But I understand the idea that I'm not sure if that man was gay or not. But that's not what you said. You said, I want to know who he was banging. Why? Why would you want to know that?
I'm talking about was he banging a woman, man? That's what I'm talking about. I care less. I'm just saying.
You couldn't. No. You definitely.
Come on, man, you're not about to start with this mess, man. Not this
All
year,
I'm asking is, I don't. the idea that I want to know who he was banging sounds over the top, even for somebody who like
you, man. Look, I'm gonna take you as an example. Use you as an example. Like we hanging together all the time.
All right.
Me and you. And then we branch out, but all of a sudden I see Emanuel and stuff with girls and everything.
All right.
All the time, like, hey man, let's go out, man. I got to kick with Nikki. I got to kick with Brenda or something like that.
No Nikki. Nikki's is always every Nikki I know is nasty.
That's the ones you like, the freak.
But when I'm in that mood, but if I'm saying I'm out here being married or whatever, I'm not looking for a Nikki. I'm not marrying a Nikki. But go ahead.
Well, anyway, and all of a sudden, I'm like, man, wrong with these females? I want to know if he's banging them, but all along, you gay, though.
But see, I'm gonna be honest, twin. I got friends, we kick whatever, and I ain't looked at one of my friends and like, ooh, I want to know who he banging, ever. Like, if he come to me and he tell me, like, bro, I got this girl, whatever, then, that is what it is. But I ain't never just in my head been sitting at home watching TV and thought, you know what? I wonder who Michael banging. Never.
But I'm the reason why I brought that up, because I've been around a person like that. And then they finally came out like, man, this whole time, man, I'm thinking you rocking that. And dude was gay the whole time, man. He never showed his feminines and all that ladies type. But I was like, man, niggas always smell like cucumbers and all that. And aloe vera lotion and sweet peas and all that. I'm like, then all of a sudden, I'm like, man, you bang that now. And then it finally came out, nigga was gay. That's why I was, I was just wondering about Luther.
Cucumbers?
You know that Bath and Body Works cucumber lotion and they put on their body, man. You never go get your girl to go to Bath and Body Works?
I don't ever think I've smelled Mrs. Livingston smelling like cucumbers. I ain't even 100% sure
Japanese
what the hell cucumbers smell like.
Huh?
I ain't even 100% sure what the hell cucumbers smell like.
You don't buy your girls lotion and stuff? Victoria's Secret, all that?
I don't buy her no cucumber stuff.
Well, they get them little Christmas deals and Valentine's Day deals at Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret. They come in, it used to be like 5 for $40 or something like that. And I used to go up in there and get it for the females and all that.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was getting, but if it smelled good and all that, I'm like, oh, she might like this. And I was like, what you think about it? Give me your advice to say, oh, it smells good. That's our number one seller. And all that. I was like,
all right.
Okay.
All right.
Buy it and stuff.
Cucumbers. Okay.
Yeah, they got cucumber lotion and all that. Got the air freshener, candles, and all that.
Okay. Look, I don't know what cucumbers smell like, so maybe she does smell like cucumber from time to time, and I just don't know. I don't be running around sniffing cucumbers, so I don't know.
Man, you gotta be extra, man. Why?
I don't know what cucumbers smell like. Maybe I have to go to Bath and Body Works and sniff on some cucumber smelling stuff.
Yeah, well, next time you want to be man enough and get out, get bored, and let's go on this Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret.
That is not something I'm gonna do when I get bored.
I'm saying, you want to, do something nice for your wife. Like, hey, babe, I've been thinking about you. Yeah, babe, I thought about it. Take this. Smell good tonight. Matter of fact, put on that lingerie. You did.
Okay.
You get in the mood sometimes. You baby, you did a, whole 40-hour week and, thought about you. You don't be like that night?
I'm just trying to tell you, I don't know what cucumbers smell like. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Damn, you ain't got to buy no. They got different fragrance up in there. You ain't got to just be cucumber. Hey, I like that Japanese blossom for women, though.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
As the more you talk to me, the more I realize you've had a number of undercover homosexual close friends.
No, man, I ain't never had no stuff like
You
that.
literally just told me a story about a guy that you grew up with, you knew him, you hung out with him all the time, and come to find out he was gay.
No, I ain't hang out. I mean, he been around the the whole, around us and all one. I'm like, man, why y'all always with females and stuff? He don't ever want to go out with the guys, and come to find out, dude was gay. Oh, that dude Transvada, man, he was related to my guy. That was his cousin. And when I seen that took the cake for me, man. I didn't want to be around them, man. You got your shirt in a knot, and I ain't about to play no baseball, man. No, I'm cool. Softball, whatever, I'm cool.
Now, just for the record, hold on.
Ain't this cool?
Hold on a second, twin.
What's up, Chris?
Just for the record, didn't I tell y'all that somehow this conversation was going to come back around to Transveta when we started?
Yeah, I knew you.
I told y'all that that's where it was going to land. He
should've
told me I
quit.
was crazy, but I knew I wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
I
I know.
knew
You-
that this conversation was going to land on
You got me,
Transveta.
man.
Just so y'all know, I be knowing what I'm talking about.
No, you got me, though. You're a prophet today. You're a prophet.
All right.
No, you got me. But I was just using an example or whatever, man.
Yes.
What else new, Emanuel? Besides these old folks mad because these kids ain't shoving their snow.
Yeah, and of course some of the women
what is
are.
this, man? You tell me, is this the year of the old folks convention or something? Why they waking up gangbanging this year? These old folks.
Who? What you talking about?
I'm saying, they was at Raven Neck, now they waking up, they ain't get they old and not getting they snow shoveled and all that. I mean, y'all complain when y'all don't get your grass cut? What they mad for you, man?
I don't know. I don't know what they mad for, but they are mad. So and again, I saw on my Facebook feed a lot of single women complaining that they had to shovel their snow.
Well, what they side piece at? Or they if they get little Junebug and little Quisha off the game and whatever TikToks and everything, they can go out there and shovel their own mama snow or whatever.
No, these is older chicks. They ain't got no kids at home. They older. They done turned down a lot of good dudes, and they kids is grown and out the house, and now they 40-something, 50-something, 60-something, and got to get up and shovel their own snow.
So let me tell you, that takes me back to what you were saying now. Remember you was hollering at where I'm independent, man can't do nothing for me?
Uh-huh.
This is example right here. Since a man can't do nothing for you, you get your independent ass out there and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. You say you so-called independent, stand on that. Stand on that principle and value what you just was screaming about on Facebook. Nigga can't do nothing for me. I stand on my hoe, 10 toes down. Oh, yeah? That mouth go get you in trouble. Now look at it. I wish somebody please come shovel my snow. I've been stuck in the house for 2 days. I had to call off no Uber, no this, no that. Oh, okay.
And men ain't asked to let a woman. You see me out here shoveling my snow, and you just gonna keep going. Yeah, you independent.
Yeah. You said you was independent. You can do it all by yourself, right? Yeah, we gonna show that. Stand on that title. But you just put on social media, you need this cut it, and your snow and your car piled up with snow and all that. Yeah, okay. I'll let me when you get your right attitude or something like that. Right now, you just go vent for a minute. Yeah, it's crazy, though, man. I don't know, man.
I can tell you right now, all them single women who were complaining about having to shovel their snow, but you single because you turning down dudes because they too short. You turning down dudes because you don't like the job that they got. You turning down dudes because you don't like they hair or they ain't got their beard ain't long enough. You turning them dudes down. Guess what? Your back hurt now. And it ain't from good stuff. Your back hurt because you was out there shoveling that snow. And you didn't have to do it. You could have just treated a decent man right. And then he would have been out there shoveling your snow.
Right, you fooling, man. Hey, you ain't never lying, man. But, yeah, that's how it is, man. But, hey, I'll shovel that snow, no problem. You go pay me because, hey, even though I'm up in age, hey, I feel like money and everything. I'll shovel that snow, baby. Matter of fact, we gonna do a lot of shoveling and everything. So I get in the mood. I know you gonna say, baby, you need to warm up. Hell yeah, I need to warm up. You gonna come in there with that little motherfucking thongs or something, or your titty gonna fall out or something.
Oh my God.
Just to throw me out. I mean, you know how them women is, man. Come on. I ran into too many. You home? You need something? And you know I want something. And you got to bend over and all that. Now here we go.
Oh,
no, I've been through that though.
Oh,
but I ain't go and everything. You know how
right.
women is, man. You already wanted me. Call me over here for a reason. Just not cut your grass. Come on, you want that grass cut, all right?
All right, Twin. You got anything else on your mind?
No, man, I just like man, that's messing with people, man, blowing time and everything. You the last of the Mohegans on the show, man.
I understand.
Last podcast, radio station, and everything, and you was talking right today.
All right.
And everything.
All
I
right.
guess it's gonna be a good year for you.
I hope so.
I don't know. I just hope after 5:30, 6 o'clock that you don't change your mind and go local to that bank. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what that means. Well, all right. Hey, I appreciate
about it.
Oh, because of the black. Okay. Hey, I appreciate your call, Twin.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good,
man.
enjoy the rest of your day.
In the chat. All right, man.
All right. All right. That was Twin. And I know, the reason I know they back hurt is because my back still hurt. That's how I know they back hurt. My back still hurt from shoveling for 3.5 hours. CK.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Man, doing good. Good to hear from you, man. Good to hear from you. You was right on point.
About what?
About what you were saying about Luther, man. One of the best singers. Oh, man, he's a great singer. And like you said, the stigma needs to be taken because he was the one that taught us as a kid. Well, you probably was grown because you older than me. When I was a kid, I said, well, I don't give a damn about what he does in his private life. Did you hear that song? Man, that boy got some lyrics, you hear me?
Very true.
Excuse me, miss, but can I take you out tonight to the movies and the park? That's just one of them. You hear me?
That was just one of them. Give me another one. Give me another one.
Okay, just give me a title and I'll roll with it.
A house is not a home.
No, that's Five Heartbeats.
Yeah, that's a different song. You're just going to keep singing it.
What about that one?
That is not a song.
Damn.
That's a nonsensical noise that you're making.
Hold on, man. I don't know how Take Me Out became my favorite Luther song, but it did. But yes, he has a variety of the Dance with My Father. That was kind of fruity.
Come on, bro. You got to give me at least one more. Superstar. Bad Boy, Having a Party.
Lee, I can't believe I'm this is one of my favorite artists. I think I'm having stage fright.
Never Too Much.
Never too much, never too much. You're right. I've been listening to too much one song, man. That girl Fancy was in it. My bad. I love, hey, but you know I put them in the same category.
All right, well then hold on. Then just do this, because it ain't a whole lot to it. Do Luther's part on Part-Time Lover by Stevie Wonder.
Part-Time Lover. You put me on the game. Okay, you got me beat on it. It's glad talking to a guy that got me beat on the music, because that's hard. I don't know that, but that is hard. I heard that song is. My bad.
You got to know his part.
I learned it.
But all right,
I can't
what?
Believe.
Huh? What you about?
He's cut from the Marvin Gaye, R. Kelly, Sam Cooke. This the cloth he cut from.
Who?
What's your opinion?
Who?
Luther.
I hear very little to no similarity. How is he cut from the same cloth musically as R. Kelly?
You know what I'm saying? When they got a hold of this shit, they put it in the chokehold and couldn't nobody eat. I'm talking about they was dominating hit after hit.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
I see what you're saying.
I'm talking about just running, Rick James effect. But yeah, you're right. But I mean, where would you put? You wouldn't put him like in the Marvin Gaye category. That he's not that type of singer.
No. Closer to Marvin
Who
Gaye
you prefer?
than R. Kelly. But
Yeah. I think they would have made a good song together though. Luther and R. Kelly. I bet you he wrote a song for Luther before.
I
He
don't know
wrote
how
quite a
that
few
song would have gone. I couldn't, in my mind, I can't imagine a collaboration between R. Kelly and Luther.
But when you listen, it's crazy that you put me on the spot with his lyrics. But this guy Luther, to be a homosexual, he got some super game that's gonna get a straight man a lot of vagina. If you could just verbatim say what Luther say, and they just gonna throw the panties in your face.
Well, I don't think,
He's such a polite guy.
but I don't think that that's a gender thing. Like, I think people, and in my mind, I'm imagining gay people are the same as other people. They just like
No.
the same, gender. So yeah, if you trying to sweet talk yourself up on some sexual activity, if you talking to a dude, you're probably gonna say the same thing that you would say to a lady. You know what I'm saying? I want you. I need you. Come and be with me. I won't tell nobody if you don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? I won't. Nobody gotta know. If you want to be discreet, we can be discreet. Just one night. That's all I need. One night. I imagine that go for gay and straight.
Let's talk about discreetness. That shit is number one, ain't it? Golly, why you want everybody to know your business? I be telling the women, listen, you got G is for gentlemen. You know what I mean? I'm a gentleman, so what gentlemen with? Ladies. So listen, stop running your damn dick suckers and keep it discreet. Jesus. I know I'm the man. I know you want to tell everybody you're with me, but baby, you can't do that. You gonna cause enemies. Keep it all the way professional. You hear me? You don't go around running telling everybody who you sleeping with, Livingston. Keep that to yourself, boy. You hear me? You understand what I'm saying, don't you?
I'm confused. The conversation shifted to what?
Discreet. What you said. You said that's what they be saying. You want to be discreet, I can be discreet. Like you said, you married, so you can't have people knowing you out here cheating on your wife. So you got to be discreet if you gonna mess around. Even though we know you would never do nothing like that.
There you go. I would never do that.
Right. But I'm saying if you was, you would need discretion. You don't need, hey, man, you, when you walk in the clock in.
Well, here's what I figure this. You have to assume that when you have sexual relations with someone else is gonna know. Okay? It's not always the case, but you have to work under the assumption she gonna tell at least one friend. Ladies, you have to work under the assumption he gonna tell at least one friend. Somebody gonna know that y'all had sexual relations with one another. I don't know that there is any totally discreet, but you shouldn't be up in Kroger loud talking about it. I'll agree with you on that.
I got a friend, right? Erykah Badu. That's, I just to say Erykah Badu just for, so you could associate, you know what I mean? But a friend, she has a man, right? But like you said, I have to practice discretion. See, I have to be nice until she won't. Women don't like thirsty. They don't like thirsty. So drink before you go on a date. And I ain't talking about alcohol, just drink liquids. So nobody likes thirst. You just need to find a friend, and they got to throw it at you, sir. That's what you got to tell your son. When you hit the 35 mark, it flips around. Now you are the prey. You was the predator early.
Well,
now
hold on.
Back.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir. Give me that game. You got game too. You older than me. Because
you said you got a friend who got a man.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that the kind of underlying unsaid part is you're having sex with somebody even though you know that they're in a relationship.
No, she's not that type. No.
Well, then you don't have to. Wait a minute. Then what are you being discreet about?
No, but if she was to happen to give me them draws, the discretion would kick in automatically. I just let her know that. You don't be scared to give me the draws.
Okay, and I want you to know that at least from my perspectives, as a man, that makes you a piece of S.
What? Talk to me. Why?
Why? Where is the honor?
I need
You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be some honor. You know, if you know she got a man, why are you even open to sleeping with her?
Because she's Erica Badu, sir. She's like a young Erica Badu, like 50 or 40.
It don't
She's a
matter.
young-
It
she's
don't
like
matter
Erica.
how
Listen,
fine she
I'm a
is.
human, sir. She's not married. What are you talking about? Your wife is married. Your wife is off limits. This woman is not married. Do not put marriage rules on a non-married woman. That's out of line, Livingston.
No, I disagree with you. I disagree
Okay,
with
give it
you.
to me.
It's
Give
a
it to me.
it's
For
a
the game.
it's an honor thing. Like if you out here sleeping around, cool, you should be single. But I'm not gonna necessarily participate in your dishonoring that, because that's another brother. I'm not participating in you doing whatever. Is this girl named Keisha?
No, hell no.
Okay, because every Keisha I know is nasty, just like every Nikki I know.
She's
But okay,
not, she's a
so-
good woman. She's not cheating. I'm just friends with her. I'm just telling you which I
so
wish.
right, so I'm
I
saying,
wish-
so
I
she's not the bad person. You're the bad person.
No, I'm a good friend. I'm the good friend, not the bad friend.
No,
I'm there
you
for
might be what you call a good friend, but you're a bad person.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
You have to stop doing this, sir.
Yes.
You have to. I'm only human flesh. Listen, sir, you took your wife off the market. She's off limits. That's what an honor system is. You can't take your wife and then try to claim somebody else's girlfriend. That's not Livingston.
No, bro. No. You're if what you're saying is true, and I have to preface everything with you with if, because I know you be playing a character.
You know everything
But
is 100% true. You know I got a
if
superstar lifestyle. I
if
just
what
figured
you're
that
saying
shit
is
out on your
true,
program.
then as a person, as a man, you a piece of shit.
Okay, listen, sir. That's why I said about y'all church people. Stop throwing name calling. You have to stop doing that. You just have to say, I wouldn't do that. I disagree with that. You have to stop acting like, because when you say you're a piece, that you're talking about yourself, sir. You
No, I'm
can't
talking
just look
about
at other
you.
people. No, I'm saying I'm not. I'm just telling you I'm human. I got weaknesses. If Erica Badu you just told me put the what's that girl Pizza, the African woman you got the crush on?
Lapita?
There it is, Lapita. You told the audience how you felt about that. Like, wifey, you might have to understand. This is flesh. You are
Well,
weak.
but hold
You
on.
told your own wife that.
Hold on. In all honesty, everybody knows when you say that, you're not really saying that. Like
Opportunity.
in all reality, if Lapita came up and pushed up on me, which why wouldn't she? But if she came and pushed up on me, I would have to tell Lapita, like, I'm married.
This is what makes you a piece of shit. You can't be honest politically. What if you just said, "Yeah, I would fuck"? You couldn't. You would jeopardize your marriage by saying that. Honesty would jeopardize. If you was in your mind, you said, "I would fuck Lapita." You have to say publicly, "I would never fuck." I'll just say that. So you have to say, "I'm trolling," because the truth is, you would fuck the shit out of Lapita.
Bro,
I'm the honest one.
no,
I'm the good
you're.
guy.
I mean, you might be the honest. You might be honest, but that's not good honest. That's you. That your honesty just illustrates publicly that you're a piece of ass.
Oh, this is real. Hey man, I love your program. Like you said, I'm just telling you straight up. She's a good one. I'm just saying, you just gotta look at your wife. You snatched her off the market, sir. So this one is not snatched off the market. It's something you made vows with your wife. Why would you put those same stipulations on a girlfriend? That is ridiculous, of Livingston.
I'm not. Here's what I'm telling you. Out of respect for there being someone in a relationship and understanding that your actions can harm that person, why would you do that to that other person?
I don't know the nigga.
It don't matter whether you know them.
I'm trying to make her life better. I make you better. Ain't that Neo? I'm going to make you better. Come with me. I'm going to love you right. I'm going to make love to you right. I'm going to treat you right. Okay, he doing it right now, but give me a chance. CK Cincinnati King. Give me a chance, Jesus. And you need to stop judging me.
Look, if you saying, here is where I give some, if you want to call it, grace. If you are honestly trying to woo her from him, that's fine. But if you saying, I don't want you to leave him, matter of fact, you can stay with him, I prefer if you stay with him, just give me the draws, you a piece of ass.
I agree. Okay, you got me there. You got me there, attorney. I like how you listen, sir. This has been.
I think this is Dominique calling. Dominique, I'll call when CK hangs up.
Let Dominique. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up, man. Hey, I appreciate the counseling, man. I appreciate you. Much love to the family, man.
All right, CK, have a good one.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Caller?
Evening.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's going down. It's
Okay.
going down. I need an apology.
Now, wait a minute. Who is this?
This is Dominique.
Okay, all right.
I need an apology.
4.
Because you just sat here and said twice, all Nickies are nasty. No.
No.
They are
Hold
not.
on. Wait. Just for the record, I didn't say all. I said all the ones that I've ever known.
No, you said all Nickies.
I think all Nickies are, but I can't say for a fact that they are.
No, all Nickies are not.
All Nickies and all Keishas.
No, it's not no all Nickies.
Okay, 90+%.
Maybe, but
Okay.
you can't say all night, all that. No.
Nickies and
So
Keishas.
I need you to take that back. All Nickies are not nasty.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
No, you're not about to do me like you do them. No.
I'm saying I'm taking your word for it.
You're gonna make me start cursing.
Oh no. Oh. Don't put a curse on me, please.
I'm about to start cursing. You have to say I take it back. All Nickies are not nasty.
I don't know that I can. Here's what I'll say.
You can say it.
Hold on.
Because I'm telling you, all Nickies are not nasty.
Here's what I'll take back. I'll say I don't know for a fact that all Nickies are nasty. I don't know that for a fact.
No, I need an apology, bruh.
What am I apologizing for?
Because you said all Nickies are nasty.
So I'm guessing you know a Nikki that's not nasty?
I am a Nicki.
You're a Dominique.
Man, my nickname is Nikki. I go by Nikki.
Look, it ain't even your real name. You adopted the persona.
Man, my name is Nikki.
I don't know you.
If you look up my page, you will see Nikki on there.
It's given. Look, I see. If
it's given, I need an apology.
Hold on,
That's
but
what it's given.
hear me. If you were born a Nikki, like your name was Nicole, then you know what I'm saying. I can see you saying, like, look, you can't judge me by.
I was born a Nikki.
You can't judge me by what my mom and daddy named me.
And you can't judge me because you just sat here and said all Nickies are nasty.
But I'm not sure that I'm by. You
sure?
adopted the Nikki persona.
You is sure. You is.
You adopted the Nikki persona. Like you don't even have to be a Nikki.
94% is not 100%. So you sure that all Nickies ain't nasty?
But you don't even have to be a Nikki. You could say I'm not a Nikki.
I am a Nikki.
Yeah, see? You see what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Let me tell you. The quick story, okay? Quick story.
Ain't no quick story.
No, it's a quick story.
It's just, I apologize.
Hold on, can I tell you my quick story?
All Nickies are not nasty. That's all I need to hear.
Can I tell you my quick story? Can I tell you? Okay. I knew a girl named Nikki, and I guess you could say she was a sex fiend. I met her in a motel lobby with a magazine. She said, how'd you like to waste some time? And I could not resist when I saw little
I ain't trying to hear no print.
Nikki.
I apologize. What's so bad? What's so hard? What's so hard about
you
that?
adopted the Nikki persona. Like you could just drop it. Like I'm not Nikki. I'm Dominique.
Why can't you just apologize? You were wrong.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I might apologize. Let me ask this question.
Man, ain't
Hold
no
on.
mind.
No,
You was wrong,
hold on. I
period.
might apologize. Let me ask you this question. Nikki, have you done nasty stuff?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Have you
no,
done?
I don't.
Huh?
It don't matter.
It do matter.
Bruh,
That
you
is
just
what
sat here and
matters.
said, you just sat here and said 94%, right?
Okay.
That means it's not 100%, so that means all Nikki's are not nasty. So you were wrong. Why
But
can't you just
hold
say
on.
I apologize?
But I'll apologize if you. Are you a married woman?
What do that have to do with it? No. That has nothing to do with it.
Okay, so you're not married.
What does that have to do with it?
Have you ever been married?
What does that have to do
I'm
with
just
it?
asking a question.
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It might. I'm just asking. Have you ever been married?
It has nothing to do with it.
Do you have children?
Bruh. Yes, I have children.
How'd you get those
Has
children?
nothing to do with
How did you get
what
those
we
children?
talking about.
How did
that
you?
still has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah, it do.
period.
It do.
You was
You
wrong.
can't.
You was wrong.
You can't claim to be the non-nasty
you can't
Nikki.
claim that you weren't wrong.
You can't claim to be the non-nasty
you can't
Nikki
claim that you weren't
and
wrong,
ask for an
period.
apology if
If
if I can prove through circumstantial evidence that there's a really good chance that you might be right in line with the other nasty Nikki.
Man,
You-
it ain't.
I don't know if you are.
You out here with that. I'm not
I don't know.
I'm not wrong. I ain't nothing
don't-
else. You're not gonna do me like that. You
I'm
can't
just-
ruin me like that, bruh.
All I'm doing is
No.
asking questions. It's just questions.
There's no need for questions.
There
when
are.
the main question has been answered already.
What's the main question?
It's 94% a whole out of 100. No, it's not. So you were wrong.
Maybe. I said maybe 94%.
Oh, why is it so hard?
No, I didn't.
Like,
I didn't say. I
dang.
don't know that it's not 100%, and I'm open to you being the exception to the rule. But you
my
won't even say I'm the exception
Oh.
to the rule. So if you're not the exception to the rule, it could very well be 100%.
It's not 100% because I'm telling you it's not 100%
But how do you know that?
because I'm a Nikki.
And
Man, that's how I know.
but
What
we
you
haven't
mean,
established that you're not nasty. We haven't established that.
Okay, so that means it's not 100, right?
No,
Period.
no.
Okay,
No,
so that means
if we can establish that you're not nasty
we
or
done
haven't,
established that
or-
already, man.
or have-
we done
no, we
established
haven't.
That.
We-
We established that already.
we have not. We have to establish that you either are not and have not been a nasty one. Then we've established not 100%. But we haven't
know
established
what?
that because you keep dancing around the question.
You ain't even right now.
I'm just.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you because it came out your mouth yourself.
Okay, but here, let me
You
do this.
said
Let me
not
hold on.
100, maybe
Can I do
94.
this? Can I do this?
So
Can I-
that means
Oh.
you done confessed that you were wrong already. So I'm not gonna keep going back and forth.
But can I do this? Let me say this. If you are not nasty, I apologize to you. If your name is Nikki and you're not nasty, I apologize to you.
Thank you. Now what was so hard about that?
We haven't established that.
What was so hard about that?
But we have. I don't know if that apology applies to you.
You can't even answer the question.
I
What
don't
was
know.
so hard about that?
I don't know if that apology applies to you because you keep
Oh,
dodging the
my
questions.
Lord. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll leave it where it lay.
You ain't never been nasty.
I'll leave it where it lay.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a good day.
You do the same, Dominique. Oh, Keisha's and Nikki's. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying 100%. I'm not saying 100%. I'm sure it's some, you know what I'm saying, some father who, mom named his daughter Keisha or Nikki. And, you know what I'm saying, he kept her in the house because he know what that name mean. He know. No, girl, you ain't going outside. No, you ain't going nowhere with that boy. You know, he knew I got to fight the inner instincts that name put on her. You know what I'm saying? He knew that going in. And so she didn't get a chance to get out and act on it. And so she could be like, I ain't nasty. And you'd be like, okay, you ain't nasty. It's probably because you didn't get a chance to be. But okay. You ain't nasty. But you wanted to be nasty. You did. Oh, you did. It's Keisha's and Nikki's. Keisha's and Nikki's. Okay, fellas, because you can't ask the ladies, because ladies don't always tell the truth. Ladies, hold on, I'm asking you in a second. Fellas, am I off base? Keisha's and Nikki's. You meet a girl, her name is Keisha. You meet a girl, her name is Nikki. She introduces herself to you as Nikki. Hi, I'm Nikki. Hi, I'm Keisha. Do you know? Yeah, this one. Am I wrong? Just tell me, am I wrong? That's all I'm asking. Fellas, tell me, am I wrong? You meet a Keisha, you meet a Nikki, you know. Dwayne says you right on point. Blade.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, buddy.
What's on your mind?
Hey, y'all was talking about Luther. Luther's a good singer, but none of Luther's songs are original. They are remakes.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Just look it up.
Well, who made Never Too Much before him?
I couldn't tell you if it was a remake.
I'm pretty sure he wrote that. That was an original.
You think so?
I think so. But he did do a lot of remakes, a lot of covers. He did do that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Back in my days, I knew a lot of chicks named Nikki. They was pretty freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki's and Keisha's. I
don't know about Keisha.
You knew a Keisha that wasn't?
I didn't know. I ain't know no chicks named Keisha.
Okay.
But Nikki, yeah, Nikki. Yeah. Them Nickies, they're something else. Yeah, that's all, man. I was just thinking about that. Luther didn't. When I saw that, it's like, yeah, Luther's a good singer, but he didn't write too many of his songs.
But I mean, that's he wrote a lot of original songs. He performed a lot of original songs. He did do some covers, but he did write and perform a lot of originals.
Okay, then.
All right.
Okay, have a good one.
You do the same.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Janice says the sad thing is you will actually convince some people that that's true. Because it's true. Because it's true. B. Brown says, I had a Nikki. She wasn't nasty. I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean you had a Nikki? You also said you had a Keisha and she wasn't nasty. What does that mean? Nakia says, I'm a female, and the Keishas and the Nickis that I know are off the chain. Didn't you say you didn't like Luther, though? Or was that someone else? No, I didn't say that. but I understand that people misinterpreted what I said as that, which happens from time to time. I said, I don't think Luther was that great of a singer. I think, he had a distinctive voice, and he was a good singer, but he didn't. It was just, he just had a good voice, and I'm not no great singer, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'll blow Luther out the box, but I know, like, she might not like me using her as this example, but like Tanika, the things that she can do vocally with, the power, the range, the, what some people call vocal gymnastics, you know what I'm saying? The way that she can do the different manipulations with her voice, do the different runs and whatnot. Luther couldn't do all of that. He just had a nice, good, smooth voice, which is nothing wrong. I'm not knocking that. Not knocking that at all. But he just had a nice, good, smooth voice. But he wasn't like some great singer. That's what I said. And then people was like, so you don't like Luther? I'm like, no, I didn't say I don't like Luther. Yes, you did. You said he can't sing. I did not say he can't sing. I said he just had a nice, good voice. So why you hate Luther? I didn't say I hate Luther. What are we talking about? So that's probably what was misunderstood. B. Brown says, I was in a relationship with a Nikki and a Keisha, not at the same time. But now that I thought it over, you're righty, man. They were both nasty. Yeah. Yeah. Alethea says, Luther was great. He had a good voice. He could write, he could produce, he could arrange. You know what I'm saying? He had a good voice. He didn't have no amazing range. He didn't. Luther just sang his song. Well, hold on, let me take that back a little bit. Luther could go, range-wise, he could go low. Maybe lower than a number of other male singers could go and incorporate that into his songs. But yeah. He didn't do a whole lot of flexibility and, different things with his voice. But he just had a real good, nice, smooth voice. Shahara says, okay, got it. You know that could be easily misunderstood with your sarcastic nature. No, it could. Oh, I just had one of them cold chills. Did y'all see it? That's what that was. I wasn't doing no shimmy. I wasn't dancing. I had a cold chill. Ben says, what I miss? I'm seeing the BM thread. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a BM thread is. Luther was known for his runs, and he had great backup singers. Luther was not known for no runs. What are you talking about, Shannon? I said it like I'm offended. I'm not offended. But no, Luther was not known for his runs. You talking about, no, that's not a run. That's just some little trick, some little thing that he did. They talked about it in the thing. No, that's not a run. Luther was not known for runs. Absolutely not. Pamela says, I always say that just because you lead a song in the choir at church on the third Sunday doesn't mean you can have a singing career. And a whole lot of amazing singers don't have amazing singing careers. And there are some people who flat out can't sing. who have great singing careers. So don't confuse just because you were successful in the music business for you can sing. There's 2 words to disprove that. Milli Vanilli. They won the Grammy for Best New Artist. They wasn't even singing. So just because you're successful in the music business does not mean that you can sing. Don't, because that was what that felt like. Like, oh, just because you lead a song don't mean you can have a successful music career. But that don't mean you can't sing. And just because you can sing, even sang, don't mean you're going to have a successful music career. It doesn't. Speed 8472 says you should show us what a run is, E-Man. I can't do runs very well. That's why I'm going to be working with Tanika to help me. It's not something that I can do, which is, again, I'm not dogging Luther because he didn't do something, or he did not show us that he could do this thing, which I don't think he could. I think he was just as good at runs as I am. I heard him. He was singing whatever he sang with Mariah Carey. What was the song that he did with Mariah Carey? Endless Love. And Mariah Carey was doing her runs. And at one point, like, Luther felt it. And Luther was going to do a run. And Luther's run sounded like a run that I would do. And I was like, you know, he kind of bailed out on it quickly. Like, he started it and then he bailed out. And that's kind of what I do because I can't do no runs. And I was like, Luther couldn't do that. And again, this ain't no slight on him. He just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. It's not a knock on him at all. He just couldn't do it. But his voice was so good, so smooth, solid. You know what I'm saying? His breathing, his technique, all of that stuff. It was solid. He didn't have to. So it's, again, I'm not dogging him out or nothing. I'm just saying. Your favorite singers are gospel, correct? No, not correct. In terms of male vocalists in kind of that tenor range, I'm saying tenor range, like, you know, that I don't have a music degree, so I can't really speak, you know, like, oh, he's a first tenor and he's a second tenor. I can't do all of that because I don't have that kind of knowledge. I just know what I hear. But in kind of probably around that same vocal range as Luther, my favorite singers, I would say, are Stevie Wonder, Charlie Wilson, Donny Hathaway. Those are my top 3 male vocalists in that genre around that range. I think all 3 of them, I know Charlie and Stevie. I'm not 100% sure about Donnie, but I believe, I'm fairly certain that I've heard Donny Hathaway songs where he do runs and stuff like that, you know, riffing and running on notes and whatnot, that he could as well. But yeah, no. My favorite singers are not gospel singers. Now, the gospel singers that I know can do that, like, with ease. Some of they do it with such ease that some of them just maybe do it a little bit too much. But Luther couldn't. Mayo says, I'm not a Donny Hathaway fan, but I love his daughter Layla's voice. Layla has a nice voice too. Tanika, well, thank you. Yeah. But those are my top 3. Those are my top 3. if I just, had to think about it. And again, that's my top 3 in that kind of range, which I put Luther in that same range as them, in terms of his voice and everything. But he just can't do all the stuff that they could do. Can KC of Jodeci, I'm going to help you. I mean, it was also of KC and JoJo. You're asking, in my opinion, can KC sing? I think KC, when you ask, can somebody sing, that's for sometimes I'd say that's subjective. The man could, I never heard him off key. I went early on. I liked the texture of his voice. I liked, to some degree, his range and power. I don't know that I ever heard KC do anything where he softened out his voice. So in terms of being able to be flexible, I'm calling it flexible. Again, I have no musical training. So these is just the way that I perceive things. I've never heard him soften out his voice. Like, I never heard KC sing like JoJo, where, JoJo could get a little higher and a little quieter in his voice. But I always enjoyed KC singing. Now, can he sing now? Last time I heard him, nah. I don't know if, what happened, but no, not now. But could he then? I thought so. I thought he was a good singer. Not some great singer, but I thought he was a good singer. Hold on, let's see. Pamela says, what about Jennifer Hudson? I don't like her voice at all. I don't like her voice. I don't like the way she uses it. I don't like her as a singer. I don't like her tone. I don't like her phrasing. I don't like the way she enunciates. There's virtually nothing that I like about her voice. It don't mean she can't sing. See, because people think, he said Jennifer Hudson can't sing. And then somebody will be next year like, didn't you say that Jennifer Hudson couldn't sing? No, I didn't say Jennifer Hudson couldn't sing. I said I don't care for her voice. Just like Ronald Isley. I don't care for Ronald Isley's voice. That's me. Clearly, there are millions, probably billions of people who disagree with me. So I'm not saying Ronald Isley can't sing. I'm saying I don't like his voice. I'm not saying Jennifer Hudson can't sing. I'm saying I don't like her voice. I'm not saying Smokey Robinson can't sing. I'm saying I don't like his voice. So that's where that is. That ain't gonna stop. Didn't you say last year that Jennifer Hudson, Ronald Isley, and Smokey Robinson can't sing? Or was that somebody else? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm sorry, child. I couldn't help it. Lou Rawls. And he could hold a tune. I never heard him sing off key or anything like that. He hit the notes. He wouldn't be somebody that I'd put in a category of, top singers. But, he was there. He did what he did. One of the things I look at is if these people were, and it's not fair, but if you were on The Voice or American Idol and it was down to the, last 4 and you had Luther Vandross, Charlie Wilson, Stevie Wonder, and Lou Rawls. Who you kicking off? Remember when you said Michael Jackson could sing Teddy songs with the same impact? I still believe that. I still believe that. Yes. Michael Jackson could sing. Michael Jackson could sing. And the same way, maybe not in the exact same way, but the same way Luther Vandross, I'm using Luther Vandross because we were talking about him. The same way Luther Vandross could go get a song by the damn Carpenters and remake it and make you moist and the closest dude to you get the draws because Luther sang a song by the Carpenters. You know what I'm saying? The artist brings something to the song. And I think Michael Jackson was a talented guy. And Michael Jackson could bring passion and a different energy. It wouldn't be the same energy, but he could, yeah. Michael Jackson could have sang Turn Off the Lights. And women would be on stage crying. He wouldn't have sang it like Teddy, no. But he would have sang it differently. And women would be on stage. All he needed was a good arranger. Put him and Quincy Jones and say Rod Temperton. Put them in the room. And tell them, we're going to do this song. It's called Turn Off the Lights. Play the song. And then have Michael Jackson sing it. Let Quincy produce him and all of that kind of stuff. Let Rod do his arrangements and all of that kind of stuff musically. Come on. We would be right now, we'd be talking about Michael Jackson's rendition of Turn Off the Lights was crazy. Trust me. Wanye of Boys to Men runs are crazy. Yes. Yes, they, in my opinion, yes, they were. Hold on. Bobby Brown. I would never say Bobby Brown was like some great singer. Clearly he wasn't no great singer. He was a good entertainer. And I have heard Bobby Brown sing off key and all of that stuff. Bobby Brown just did what Bobby Brown did. He had catchy songs. He wasn't he wasn't even really a good singer. But, he was manageable. Kind of like Mary J. Blige. Where do you have Peabo Bryson and James Ingram? They're good singers. They're both good singers. I think Peabo, in my opinion, Peabo more than James. Peabo Bryson more than James. In my mind, though, they kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum. James is more power in your face. Peebo's more smooth and, mellowed out. So they're different ends of that spectrum. But they're both good singers, in my opinion. What are your thoughts about Fantasia's voice? I love Fantasia's voice. I've heard Fantasia do it all. I've heard Fantasia do soft and sweet. I've heard her do the hollering thing. I've heard it gritty. I've heard it, refined sounding. I've heard her all over the place. I absolutely love Fantasia's voice and the energy that she brings, in particular when she sings live. Love it. Love it. And again, that's just my thoughts and my opinions on it. Dave Hollister. I never listened much to Dave Hollister, but I think Dave Hollister can sing. I know, he's kind of got a gospel background, and he's another one of those who can do a whole lot of runs and stuff like that Luther can't do. If you want to hear kind of runs and stuff, what I'm talking about, I think Dave Hollister is one that you could listen to and you can hear that stuff, and you'll never hear Luther do those things because he couldn't. But again, that doesn't mean he can't sing. Nakia says, I like Erykah Badu. I like Erykah Badu too. I like Erykah Badu as well. Clarence Carter can sing. All right. You down to the final four. You got Stevie Wonder. You got Luther Vandross. You got Michael Jackson, and you got Clarence Carter. Who you kicking off? Come on, Clarence Carter is out of there. Stop it. Let me see. Where are we at? What about Tony? I don't know who Tony. You talking about Tony? I don't know who Tony is. Nat says he loves J Hud's voice. And that's just the thing. And that's why I keep saying, just because I don't like something, don't mean there ain't millions of other people who do. So you're asking my opinion. Jennifer Hudson has sold, millions of records? Millions of probably streams. Apparently there are millions of people who don't agree, who don't see it the same way I see it. I'm not saying because I don't like their voice mean they can't sing. Just because I don't like their voice mean I don't like their voice. That's it. E-Man, are you real? Yes, 100%. I remember when you told me you didn't like Ron Isley. That's when I knew you was crazy and a hater. I don't like his voice. Johnny Gill is, Can Johnny Gill sing? Yes. I don't like to hear Johnny Gill sing. I'm going to say like outside of a studio. Like, I think something happens. He's in the studio and, maybe he go to doing crazy stuff and they be like, Johnny, stop. Sing the song. And then he sing the song. But then when he get out there on stage and he get the hollering and screaming and growling and shit, I don't like that. So can Johnny Gill sing? Yes. Power. I don't really hear a lot of, something that sounds nice and smooth and mellow from him. I'm not saying he can't do it. No, that's not true. I have heard it. Off his first project, I always liked that song, Half Crazy. I've sang that song and literally made women cry. And it shocked me. It actually scared me a little bit. When she turned around, there's a reason why she was not facing me. When she turned around and there were tears running down her face, it scared me. And that's a nice, smooth, mellow song. So I take it back. Johnny Gill can do that. But again, when he live and he in the studio, I think he just need to be controlled. Jeannie says Jennifer Hudson is the best female vocalist that I have heard in today's times. We disagree. Babyface. Babyface can he sing? Yes. Is he some great singer? He'd probably tell you, I'm not no great singer. But, he has his own style and he does what he does. And I like what he does. I actually like his voice. Again, I ain't never heard Babyface do no whole lot of runs and whatnot. That's not the measure of if you can sing. Just so y'all know I'm not saying that. No, I like Babyface's voice. I do. I like his voice. I think I like his singing. What about Keith Washington and Will Downing? Will Downing, much more, in my mind, more jazzy. Yes, they can both sing. Most of the people that y'all asking me about, can they sing? Yes. Bobby Brown, but Will Downing, of course, much more, kind of jazzy, not a whole lot of range, and I don't know that he does a whole lot vocally, but for some people, that's not what they're there to do. Their voice is their voice, and they use their voice, and people like their voice. He has a really distinctive voice, and I like it. Keith Washington, I remember Keith Washington, and I remember liking Keith Washington, but I don't know enough about Keith Washington. But can he sing? Yes. Sada, I don't know who Sada is. Do you mean Sade? Some people call her Sade, but I speak English, and Sade does not spell Sade in English, so she's Sade. I don't really care for them whispering ass singing people, Janet and Sade and all of them. I don't really care for that. Does it mean they can't sing? No, I don't mean they can't sing. I don't think they're winning any singing contests, whispering and shit. But there's a market for it. She's got good songs. I like a few of her songs. I'm not that into it. Hold on, yeah. I know I'm really far behind. You ignored my question. Don't you like Fantasia's voice? I thought I did a whole thing on Fantasia's voice. Yes, I like Fantasia's voice, but I'm behind. You might have typed that before I answer that. Luther. Yo Underwood said Luther. I spoke on Luther. I'm assuming some of these is, just kind of behind. Stevie. Again, I think Stevie's one of my top three. That I've ever heard. Stevie got it all. He's got it all. And people hear Stevie, and it sounds like it's easy to sing some Stevie Wonder stuff until you start singing Stevie Wonder songs. And then you're like, oh my God, how did he go from here to here? And it sounds so effortlessly. And then I'm trying to do it. And what in the world? This guy is like a freak of nature. It don't sound like he's that much of a freak of nature, but he, vocally speaking, that daggone Stevie Wonder is like a freak of nature. His range, the stuff that he do, just, not now. But back when he was, doing what he was. Look, I sing Stevie. I'm telling you. I was like, can we go down like 2 whole steps? Like, cause I can do the beginning to the middle of that song, no problem. In the original key, no problem. Once he get to that middle, and he don't even necessarily modulate, he just take his voice to another level. My voice don't have that gear. It just does not have that gear. So we gonna have to do something different. Tina Turner, I never really cared for Tina Turner's voice. Never really cared for it. Hold on, Whitney. Whitney could sing. I think Whitney had a great voice. I don't think Whitney's voice was a good voice. Whitney really just did the same runs over and over. She didn't really do a whole, but she had that power and that sweetness and just the voice itself. If you really listen, Whitney don't do a whole lot, in terms of runs and whatnot. She just had a good voice and knew how to manipulate that instrument and to capture, to like one of the things Luther said in his thing, she knew how to affect you emotionally with her voice. Jerica says, I hate that word. I'm really behind, so I don't know what word you're hating. Michael could sing. Michael Jackson. I thought he was a whisperer, but a great dancer. You're talking about Michael Jackson? later on, you know what I'm saying, later in his career, but little kid through Thriller. I like Lady in My Life. He ain't whispering on that song. He don't have a little baby Golden's voice in that song. He's singing that song. He's got another song called Keep the Faith off the Dangerous, I think it was on Dangerous project. Mike is singing in that song. Later on he went a different route, but yeah, no, Mike could sing. Kiara Sheard is a beast. I don't even really talk about a lot of the gospel artists. Number one, I think a lot of them do crowd a whole lot of stuff with way too many runs. But it's a different level. It's a different level. Think Dolly Parton / Whitney Houston. All right. E-Man like Dolly Parton. I don't hate Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton could sing. Again, she didn't do a whole lot. She didn't have no power and all of that kind of stuff. Like, she didn't have a lot of flexibility in the voice, but she could sing. Crystal, about Turn Off the Lights. I'm sure you're talking about Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson could have sang. Again, not at the end. Not at the end. But in a lot of these people, I'm thinking in their prime. In Michael Jackson's prime, around Off the Wall, Thriller, a little before, Off the Wall, Thriller. That's the Michael Jackson I'm talking about. And if Michael Jackson did a cover of Turn Off the Lights. Is that what? Yeah, Turn Off the Lights. Mike would have killed that. He would have killed it. And you can't, just imagine the spectacle of Michael Jackson on stage and Mike says, turn them off. Boom, lights gone. And light a candle. Boom, and you get a little flickering candle because he was a showman too. Come on. Come on, stop it. Maxwell. Okay. In my opinion, Janet can't sing, but a good performer. She's one of them whisperers. Ralph Tresvant. I think Ralph could sing. Ralph could definitely sing. No doubt. What about Eddie Levert? Eddie's one of them screamers. And again, you don't hear Eddie doing a whole lot of runs and whatnot. So there are some limitations there. I don't even know if there's limitations. The singing style back then was different than what it is now and whatnot. So I'm not going to say they couldn't. Luther couldn't. I'm not going to say Eddie couldn't. Eddie didn't. But that wasn't the singing style. Anthony Hamilton, Dave Hollister, love their voices. I like Anthony Hamilton's voice. And again, he don't do a whole lot with it, but I do. I like his voice. I like that kind of grittiness and that kind of texture and whatnot. I'm glad it's not can he sing, because yes, he can sing. To me, people who can't sing, they can't hear the note, they can't stay on key, like what's his name, Jaheim, you know what I'm saying? They can't hear the note, they can't necessarily stay on the key, and you know what I'm saying, they need a lot of help to do that. Oh boy, my thoughts about October London. Not familiar with October London, so I can't say. Kiki Wyatt, not familiar with Kiki Wyatt. Hold on, I'm scrolling through because I'm really behind. Brandy. I think Brandy could sing. Brandy could sing. Yes. Not a fan necessarily, but she could sing. No doubt about it. She was a good singer. What's all this Luther slander? Nobody slandering Luther. Let me see. Jaheim, man. Jaheim, no. I heard him at the festival when he was trying to redo Turn Off the Lights. And he could not get that note to save his life. And they played it. Like, bro, just... And so finally somebody had to start the song and get him there. Like, no, if you can't hear the note, come on. What about Kirk Franklin? Can't leave Frank Sinatra out of this. Frank Sinatra could actually sing. I mean, again, he was just kind of vanilla in terms of singing. He had a voice, and he sang the words. He sang the melody. I guess, that's couldn't ask for much more. But he wouldn't be up there in, top singers. I'm trying to scroll through. I'm really, really far behind. Jamie Foxx. I like Jamie Foxx as a singer. I like the things that he does with his voice. I think Jamie Foxx is a really good singer. Tell you who else I think is a really good singer. Well, not really good, but who's a good singer? Who had he's a good singer. And Wayne Brady. I still listen to that. Is it Ordinary? Is that the name of the project? I still listen to that to this day. I've yet to convince one of the bands that I sing with or that I've sang with to cover any of his songs. But I like that whole project. I think there might be 2 songs on there that I skip every once in a while. Jonathan McReynolds, again, you're talking about gospel, and it's a whole nother level. Tanika says, sing it now. Sing what now, Tanika? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm behind. Okay. Oh, you're talking about Half Crazy. No, I won't sing it now. DeAndre, this guy. I'm just sharing my thoughts and my opinions. Ron Tucker says, can't forget Whitney Houston. That was probably before I talked about Whitney Houston. David Ruffin. I like David Ruffin's voice. Like David, man, it's so, you hear David Ruffin, you listening to David Ruffin, because some voices are just so unique. Like, everybody's voice ain't unique. I mean, sure, you hear Bobby Brown, you listen to Bobby Brown, but it ain't like, ooh, Bobby Brown. You hear David Ruffin, it jump out at you and it grab you like, that boy can sing, Again, it's a different style than the songs of today, but I think David Ruffin would have been able to transition into the songs of today if he grew up today. Kim, to me, he another one of them kind of whispering, I'm not he can sing, but I'm not a Kim fan. Not saying that he can't sing. And again, he's one of those with a really distinctive voice, but it's not for me. Emanuel, you listen to Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift? No. I don't know a Taylor Swift song or a Justin Bieber song. Somebody might play one of them and be like, okay, I heard that. But I don't know a Taylor Swift or a Justin Bieber song. Like, if somebody had a gun to my head, like, sing some Taylor Swift. Call Mrs. Livingston and tell her I love her. I'm sorry. Just let the little baby know that the grandfather always gonna love her. Because they pull the trigger. I don't know. What about Patti LaBelle? Love Patti LaBelle. Think she's got an amazing voice. One of female wives, female R&B wives. One of the soul, I guess you'd say. One of the best voices I think ever. Love it. Hold on, I'm scrolling, y'all. I'm getting closer and closer. Crystal says Maxwell has crazy range too. Kind of not the same as Stevie. Like, his range goes up there in that falsetto and all of that kind of stuff. But Stevie could do that too. He just didn't a lot in songs. But it's not the same. I don't even know how to explain. And again, I'm only saying it because I sing Stevie. And so when you go to singing Stevie, and again, I say when he kicks it into that next gear, and again, it's not a modulation. It's not, we're going to change the key. Take it up. It's not one of those. It's, he's in the same key, but he's singing it in a way that that I can't get. I don't have that gear. Bring it down a half step. Okay, bring it down a whole step. Okay, now I can do it. But I can't do, and it's deceptive because it sound like he ain't doing much. Stevie ain't doing much. Like, here, play it. I got you. And then you get there and you like, I ain't got you. I ain't got you. I thought I had you. I had you all the way up to here, but he just did something different. And they like, but we still in the same key. It's not the same, bro. Like you try to sing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just. And if you don't, I'm saying this like I'm some great singer. If you don't sing and you ain't singing some Stevie Wonder, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you ever tried to sing some Stevie Wonder, like for real tried to sing it, depending on the song you got, like all I do is think about you. He does things in that song and you like, it's the same key, but he flipped the switch and it's different and I can't do it. That's why I'm trying to take some voice lessons. I want the switch. I want to be able to flip the switch and do it and be like, and people be like, you didn't do nothing. And I'll be like, okay. I know it didn't sound to you like I did something, but the people who can sing, they know I just did something. You know, I want the switch. Twin say, I see now this dude don't recognize talent. Whatever. Shut up. My MJ's vocals on Earth Song are incredible. All right. Kenny Rogers. He was Kenny, you know. Kind of, to me, one of them kind of, could he sing? Yeah. One of them kind of mundane singers, like, you know. Okay. Almost. He remind me in some way of John Legend. I know they don't sound anything the same. I'm not saying that. But Kenny Rogers is singing a song, and it sounds like, to me, he just singing the same note, even though it's clearly a different note. But everything sounds like it's the same note to me. This John Legend is the same way to me. Everything he sing, it sounds like he just singing the same note. Like just hit the same key over and over and over. Yeah, that's John Legend. Like, no, he's singing different notes. That's what it sounds like. So, hold on. Somebody said Brandy. I already said Brandy. And Anthony Hamilton. I said that. Brandy said that. Twins say start singing, dude. I saw Robin Thicke. He's good. Robin Thicke is all right. Can Eddie Murphy sing? Can Eddie Murphy sing? Yes. Is Eddie Murphy like a good singer? No. But can he sing? Yes. Yes. John B. Again. Kind of, you know. My son Keith received a gold album for playing drums and singing background on Teddy's Joy album. Good. The Weeknd, not very familiar with The Weeknd. Tina Marie. I never really liked Tina Marie. I saw Tina Marie live though, and I was like, Tina Marie did her thing. So I couldn't hate on her no more, but still didn't like her. Eddie Kendricks. Again, for some, I'm not, and I'm going to say this, and then the next person that was mentioned is going to undo what I said. I don't like them super high-voiced guys. And the Prince thing would undo that, but then I had to add from back in the day. There was something about them high-voiced guys from back in the day that just rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like it. Now, D'Angelo came along, Prince came along, D'Angelo came along, you know, some of the more recent 90s, 80s high voice singing, you know, falsetto singing guys came along, and it was something different about even the way that they did it. Like even when D'Angelo covered Cruising and he did his falsetto, it don't have the same feel to me as Smokey Robinson's Cruising and his falsetto. And again, it was, in my opinion, it's a stylistic thing and a era thing, you know. So, but that's just me. Tanika says that darn Cynthia Erivo is amazing. I don't like Cynthia Erivo. I won't even include her in this conversation. I didn't like the way that she dogged out black Americans. She's not American. I didn't like the way that she dogged out black Americans, so I pay her no attention. No attention. Hold on, let's see where else we're going. Stephanie Mills. Love Stephanie Mills. Love Stephanie Mills. Yes, good singer. Really good singer. Really good singer. Love Stephanie Mills. Let me see. Anita Baker. Oh yeah, I like Anita Baker's voice, and I appreciate that Anita Baker said it was something I was reading where she said that they had told her she couldn't sing. She had been told that she couldn't sing so many times, and I'm like, whoever told you, they shouldn't have said you can't sing. They should have just said, I don't like your voice. But people hear, and maybe that's what people were telling her. Like, I'm not feeling your voice. And what she was hearing was, girl, you can't sing. And she like, I'm going to prove that I can sing. You ain't got to prove you can sing. You just got to find people that like your voice, which I love Anita Baker's voice. I love what she do with her voice. I love the way that she makes you feel when she sings. I love what she sings about. I'm not saying it don't exist, but I ain't never heard an Anita Baker song bashing men. Every song that I ever heard from Anita Baker was either about how much she loved her man and she want her man. Even when she was wrong, she took accountability. I never heard no man bashing Anita Baker. And I appreciate that more about Anita Baker than even her voice. Shaka Khan, come on, that go without saying. That Shaka Khan, again, she's another one of those. I don't sing no Shaka Khan, but that's not true. I'm a man, so I've sang some Shaka Khan up to a point, and then she do that Shaka Khan thing, and I'm a man, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man still with my jewels intact. I can't do that. You're a woman. You're Shaka Khan. And most women can't do that. So, but yeah, no, I sang Stay. Shaka Khan's Stay. And again, we can only go up to a certain point. And then I had to go into falsetto and it didn't sound great. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not performing this out. Because I can't do that. I think Stay is one of my favorites. One of my favorite Shaka songs. What about Jimmy Early? Because Jimmy got soul. Okay. Anita Baker, yes. LaDonna says You and I. I'm not sure what you mean by You and I. Are you saying the Stevie Wonder song You and I? Because on that song he actually modulates and does things, and I'm like, how did he get up there? How did he get up there? He was there, and then he was there, and how is he doing this? Hold on. I love James Taylor's voice. Who's James Taylor? You talking about James Taylor from Kool and the Gang or the white guy James Taylor? Because I don't know his songs. I mean, I've heard of him. And I'm certain I've heard a piece of a song, something about fire and rain or whatever, but I don't know James Taylor's voice. Now I'm kind of looking at the current stuff and the stuff there. Sade, I already talked about Sade. Okay, I talked about Smokey Robinson. You're right about John Legend. Yes. Eddie Murphy versus Jamie Foxx singing. Jamie Foxx all day. Tank is interesting. I mean, he can sing. Otis Redding. Oh, no, Otis Redding can sing. Again, that's a different type of singing than today. But no, Otis, the passion that he brought, oh yeah. Kelly Price, yes. Yes, Kelly Price. Just, yes. Hold on. Somebody's The Dream. I don't know who The Dream is. Michael McDonald mumbling. You know, that's what I hear when I hear Michael McDonald. I hear mumbling. It almost feels nasal. I see Gladys Knight. But can he sing? Yes, no doubt about it. Ben says, Smokey a bad boy. You like him, man. I'm not against it. Gladys Knight, I think, possibly one of the best, just pure voices, in my opinion. Like, again, that's a lot of, it's almost the same as Luther. I never heard Gladys, like, do no run or nothing like that. But she ain't got to, because she Gladys Knight. And just her distinctive, after it feels smoky, her distinctive smoky voice, just singing the song is all you need. And yes, she puts the passion in it. Most good singers are going to, put that emotion into the song and you going to feel it. And I think Gladys does it as good as anybody's ever done it. And I just, Gladys, in my opinion, is up there. I don't know if she's in my top 3. But yes, Gladys, yes. She ain't got to do a whole lot because she got that voice. So yeah, I'm putting her right there with Luther in terms of there's a lot that maybe they don't or can't do. I can't say that Gladys can't because I never heard her try and then bail. But she got to, because the sound, the texture, the feel of her voice is all she needs. Tank's voice is intoxicating. All right. I'm sure, Pat, you meant Tevin Campbell, because I don't know who Kevin Campbell is. I think Tevin Campbell could sing. I think he still can. But he kind of got messed up. Jill Scott. I like Jill Scott. I like Jill Scott's voice. I like Jill Scott. Yeah. I like Jill Scott. She can sing. Again, she's not one of them that I ever heard do no whole lot of stuff with her voice. She's just that soul singer. I'm going to hit you with it. I'm going to hit you with my lyrics and with my energy. That's really what I get when I hear her. She's got a good voice as well, sure. But I hear energy, the inner, her kind of vibe, if you want to call it. That's what I'm saying, energy. I hear that. But that's, again, this is all just me, in my opinion. Your mileage may vary. Regina Belle, again, one of my favorites. Love Regina Belle. I used to sing Regina Belle, Baby Come to Me. I used to sing that all the time. Love that song. Love Regina Belle. Plus, she's a very nice lady. Met her at Superfest a few times, actually, and talked to her and everything. She's really nice. But yes, she can sing. Again, not another one of those. Don't do a whole lot, but yeah, she can sing. Tanika says, "Oh, I didn't know that about Cynthia Erivo." Just Google it. Lauryn Hill. I think Lauryn Hill, with the runs and all that kind of stuff, she was one who could do all of that stuff. I think she was set up to be like amazing, and then something happened. I don't know what. Marvin Gaye. Come on, do you even need to say Marvin Gaye? Come on. He was Marvin Gaye. Like, yeah, he could. Again, his style was slightly different than what happens now. But Marvin Gaye, if Marvin Gaye dropped out the sky right now into a recording studio, I think he could make a hit. Twin want to know, can Carl Lewis sing? Hold on. Even with Prince being my favorite singer, there's still a lot of songs of his that I don't particularly care for. Okay, all right. My favorite Anita Baker song is Same Old Love. I'm sure that's what you mean. And that video with her skating still melts your heart. Yeah. Toni Braxton. I mean, she's not a bad singer. She's not a great singer, in my opinion. Again, she's another one of those, her doing the deep voice thing. It's almost like You ever had a barbecue on a grill with smoke and all of that kind of stuff, and it tastes good, made with actual like charcoal or wood or whatever, and you get that smoky whatever? I think Tony Braxton is barbecue with the artificial smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like where they inject the smoke flavoring. It's something to it. Gladys Knight is actual charcoal, hardwood smoked barbecue. Tony Braxton is smoke flavoring. They both good and they both serve a purpose, but I much rather have the actual smoke flavor. It feel like Tony Braxton tried too hard, you know, to do the smoky voice thing, and sometimes it makes me not happy. Angela Winbush, oh, no doubt. Range out of this world. Yeah, no doubt. Natalie Cole, I think maybe one of the most underrated vocalists, female R&B / soul vocalists, maybe even of all time. Natalie Cole could just flat out sing. Again, back in the 70s and all of that kind of stuff, doing a lot of runs and stuff wasn't the thing. So they didn't do it. They didn't practice it. So it just wasn't something they did in their music. But just in terms of just singing, I think Natalie Cole is one of the most underrated vocalists, female vocalists that's been around. Let me see. LaDonna says, I love Stay. Yeah, so do I. Alicia says, it's only right you sing a tune. Yeah. I think I already said, okay, I think I'm kind of catching up. Maya says, I hate Kelly Price because she just screams everything. Oh, no, she don't. She sing. I think she scream when it's necessary. When it fits the song. Evelyn Champagne King. I like Evelyn Champagne King. I mean, the question ain't can she sing. I think we've pretty much established all of these people can sing for the most part. Bobby Brown. Yeah. But all of these people can sing. Are they a great singer? I don't know about that. I don't know Evelyn. I'm putting Evelyn up on The Voice. So you got, this is going to make me try to think of my top female singers. So you got Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight. I definitely wouldn't put Aretha in there. I've never been a fan of Aretha's voice. Oh, who's a third female? Whitney Houston and Evelyn Champagne King. You like Evelyn Champagne King? I'm sorry, she's not in the same class as those other three. She's not. And it don't mean she's not a good singer. She's not in the same class. I'm sorry, Evelyn, you're going home tonight. You will not be the next American Idol. It's just, one of those things, just not in the same class. You don't even really think about it. Al Green, not an Al Green fan. Can he sing? Yes. Beyonce, can Beyonce sing? Yes. That's all I got. Yeah, she can sing. I never take that away from her. I don't like her, and I still am not 100% sure why. But I've never liked her. Even when she was with Destiny's Child, before they got big. I never liked her. I don't know why. I still have yet to figure out exactly why. India.Arie. I like India.Arie, but again, she's not in that top tier singer category. Just not. Why didn't you do Superfest this year? We didn't do Superfest this year. We're doing it in June of 2025, but we didn't do a live show this year. Lethea say he hating today. What he have for what I say that's hating? I ain't said nothing that's hating. I'm just being honest. My opinion. Being honest. Carl Thomas, not that familiar with Carl Thomas. Not that familiar with Carl Thomas. October London is Marvin Gaye reborn. I've heard him. I don't think he is. I think he sounds similar to him. So I see why people are trying to do that. I think it's doing him a disservice. And I think he should do his best to run away from that. He's embracing it. I think he should do his best to run away from that. Because it limits him. And then when he starts doing things that don't have that Marvin Gaye sound, people not gonna like him. The fan base that he's built up being the next Marvin Gaye, they not gonna like him, and he's not gonna be successful. I think he should run from that. But that's just my opinion. Alicia Keys. She can sing. Not a fan. She can sing. Again, I'm not sure what you're asking. Just my thoughts on her, or is she a great singer? She's a really good singer. Great, I don't know. But again, put her up against those three. Put Alicia Keys up against Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight, and who was the other one? I can't remember who the other one was. But okay, put Alicia Keys, Gladys Knight, Alicia Keys, Shaka Khan. Who you kicking off? Who you kicking off the show? Somebody can't perform tonight. Alicia. Almost without even a second thought. Whitney Houston, that was the third one. Whitney Houston, and then this is in their prime. Whitney Houston, Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight, Alicia Keys. Who you kicking off the show? Right now. Alicia, exactly. It's not that she's not a good singer. She's just not on that level. Shirley Murdoch, great singer. Great singer. Amazing singer. All the Braxtons try too hard. Yeah. Shantae Moore is the best. Those octaves. Shantae Moore is good. Shantae Moore is really good. Hold on. What'd you say? Gladys has to go if you add Billie Holiday. And I like Gladys. Okay. DeAndre says Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey can sing. I still wouldn't put her up in that same category. I wouldn't put her up in that same category. She's got hits and everything. But I wouldn't put her in that same category with those other people that I mentioned. And again, this is all just my opinion. Y'all, I got to get ready to get out of here. I hear Mrs. Livingston upstairs. Shahara says if you listen to his album, which I haven't and I probably won't, he does more than the Marvin Gaye sound. Well, I'm not saying that that's all he does, but I'm saying he's kind of being marketed as that. Oh, he's the next Marvin Gaye. Oh, he's the next It don't matter if he did 12 songs and 11 of them was totally different, but one of them had that Marvin Gaye sound, and they're putting him out there like, oh, he's Marvin Gaye reborn. He's the next coming of Marvin Gaye. That means that's how you're marketing him. And that puts him in a box. So then if I go buy that project, listening for the next Marvin Gaye, and he got all this other stuff, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the next Marvin Gaye. So I'm probably not going to buy the next one unless it's the next Marvin Gaye. Stop calling him the next Marvin Gaye. Stop marketing him that way. That's all I'm saying. Because I think it's a lose for him. Just puts him in a box. Tanika says Alicia is a no for me, dog. Tanika says old school Mariah. Yeah, new Mariah, nope. Deborah Cox. Now, is Deborah Cox the one who, I think she did that song with Whitney Houston, same script, different cast? Was that Deborah Cox? I love that song. Them two women are singing on that song. That is one of my, and I listen to it. And, you know, again, it's one of them things that I sing songs. I don't, men, women, I sing songs until I can't sing it no more. And again, that's another one of them where they take it to another level. And you like, okay, I'm out. Thank you. I was in up to here, but I'm out. I'll tell you somebody else who don't get a lot of credit for being able to really sing. Eric Benet. That daggone Eric Benet can sing. Like, that boy can sing. And he does it, you know, from the power to the soft, you know, sounding, to the falsetto, because to me those are different. He can just get nice and soft with his voice, but then he can slip into the falsetto as well. He got the runs. I don't like the way that sounds. He can do runs vocally. That man got the runs. He can do runs vocally. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think Eric Benet gets enough credit singing wise. I think vocally amazing. Amazing. All right, y'all. Lenny Kravitz. E-Man, don't be tapping out on me in our voice lesson. I'm not. I'll let you. LaDonna said, Georgie Porgy, I love it. Yeah, that, he got the song on Every Day, A Day in the Life called Come As You Are. Man, I love that song. And I mean, he does some things on it, you know, vocally, but just the emotion in the song, like for me anyway, like you can feel the emotion of the song that he's singing. It's a song about, Daryl says, what about Stokely from Mint Condition? I'm gonna answer that in a song. It's a song about, you know, I'm in a relationship with this woman and I think everything is going good, but she don't love me no more. And so she finally get up the nerve to tell me, I don't love you no more. And the song is basically saying, all right, well, I guess that means we about to break up. But I know that was, because this is hard for me. You know, saying all this time I thought you loved me. So I've been living a lie. But you done had to live a lie too to protect me. And so I just had to let you go. It's time to let you go, let you move on. And just, I had to deal with it. And the way he sing that song, the lyrics, the arrangement, the way he sings it, the way it builds and then just falls. Like he takes it, he builds it. It's way up here, and then at the end, boom, he just drops it. It's an amazing song, and I'm like, he just did it all just vocally. Amazing. Stokely. I love Stokely's voice. I think, again, exceptionally underrated vocally. Exceptionally underrated. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I don't know how we got into this. Ooh, another cold chill. That was another one of them cold chills. That one was violent. I got to get out of here. Get out this basement. That's why I'm getting these cold chills. Get out this basement. I appreciate y'all. Bruno Mars, out of this world. Vocally, that boy, man, just out of this world. Again, he another one of them who can do it all from the, you know, like I said, he got the power, he got the softness, he got the falsetto, he got the smooth, he got the whole package. He got the whole package. Let me take it back. I'm not sure The only thing I'm not certain that he has the whole package on is I've never listened to a Bruno Mars song. I'm not saying it don't exist. I've never heard it. I've never listened to, okay, even as I'm saying it, I'm taking it back because I remember some of his early stuff. I was going to say I've never listened to a Bruno Mars song where he did something and it was able to grab me and affect me emotionally. But that's not true. He did a song back in, and I can't remember what the name of the song was, but he did a song back in the day where it was basically all emotion. And I was like, oh, that was good. And at that time, I did not know him in terms of being an artist. I was not aware of, his range and all of that kind of stuff. So no, I would take it all back or take back what I was about to say. Bruno's got the total package from my perspective in terms of a vocalist in that range. Now, his range, in my opinion, is from where he is up. I don't know that his range is in the middle out. Like, I never heard Bruno Mars go low, which is a part of range. I never heard him do it. But, yeah, total package. Usher can sing. Usher can sing. He ain't one of the greats, but he's really good. He's really good. But no, he ain't one of the greats. And it's just, his voice is his voice. And, he's doing everything he can do with it. And I'm not saying that to say his voice is bad, because it's not bad. But it's not like just Usher just sing the melody, unaffected, whatever. You just sing the melody. And you like, okay, that was decent. Luther, just sing the melody. Like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain something in Luther's voice that's not in Usher's voice. And, so Usher has to, affect it and do other things with it and, perform and all of that kind of stuff. But if you're telling somebody, just sing the melody. No, I don't want no runs. I don't want you to change it. Don't alter it. Just sing the melody. And I'ma just judge based on your voice. Some artists, like I said, Gladys Knight, you're like, hold on, she just sang A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And it was like, oh my God. Luther, he just said A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And it was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Some people just have that voice. I don't think Usher has that. I don't think Usher has that. He has to have songs, crafted for him, and then he does what he does. But there are certain artists. Whitney's voice was one of those. Whitney just gonna sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and oh my God, listen to her voice. Did you hear her? She just sang the alphabet. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those. So, yeah, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. And that's what I'm, trying to come up with different things. Because I don't want it to sound like I'm dogging nobody. Because all of these artists have sold more records than me. So who am I to say somebody can't, whatever. Except for Bobby Brown. But who am I to say, oh, this person can't sing and that person can't sing. But I can hear the difference in a voice and what makes this person's voice stand out as opposed to this person's voice and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I can hear all of that. Alethea, one of these days I'm going to sing. One of these days I'm going to come on here and sing. It won't be today. I know you done heard all this coughing. And I get to singing and get to coughing. And then y'all get to dogging me out. And then Brent put it on the Friends of the Buzz. And then this Ian can't sing and all of that kind of stuff. I ain't going out like that. Not today. Not today. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. One of these days I will. One of these days I will. Jen says, I want our young people to get back to being able to read and write music. Longevity. Our public school music department created many of the professional musicians we now see on Black Music Walk of Fame. Yes. Yes. You probably sound like Gerald Levert. I ain't got nothing against Gerald Levert. I don't think Gerald Levert sounded bad. Tanika says, singer sing, no excuses. Again, I would. Ain't nobody paying me to sing up in here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody paying me to sing up in here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Smack your belly and grind it. Emmanuel's gonna sing on the afternoon experiment just right after he pulls that transmission. Oh, y'all haters. Y'all could have came out and seen me sing. Y'all knew where I was singing. Y'all just didn't come out and support. Who on here came out? Somebody on here came out. Was it you, LaDonna? I don't know if it was LaDonna. Somebody, who was it when we performed over there at Eden Park? When we performed over at Eden Park, somebody who listens to the show came out and heard me sing. I'm not shy about singing. Okay, it was LaDonna. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I'm not shy. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to sing. Oh, no, I don't. But, Alethea, you are not going to bully me into singing. What is this, an ongoing thing? Y'all think y'all just going to bully me today? Y'all think y'all just going to bully me? Weren't you the one playing the tambourine? No, I was not the one playing the tambourine. Y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and critiquing my critique on musicians or more on singers. And again, I'm not saying none of them people can't sing. Bobby Brown, maybe. But I'm not saying none of them people, can't sing. I'm just saying some of their voices I don't like. And different people have different vocal characteristics. That's why I say Tanika is one of the best singers, if not the best female singer that I've heard. Like, just if you told Tanika, sing the melody. Her voice is just beautiful. Tanika can power. She got it. Soft, smooth, sweet sound. She got it. The runs, she got it. The emotion, she got it. Like that, everything from my perspective, everything that I look for to look at an artist and say, she's got it. Like she's in that top tier singer. I keep saying musician, which singing is being a musician, but I make a difference. Somebody who plays an instrument and somebody who uses their voice. But yeah, no, she got it. She got it. Like all of it. All of the stuff that I was saying. She got it. So that's why I say she's one of the best singers that I've ever heard. And I'm not even saying that trying to hype her up or anything like that. She sang Safe in His Arms at the church one week. I didn't know she was going to sing it. And I was like, oh my God. I had some critiques, but I was like, oh my God. It was just, I say this and I'm going to explain. It was so effortless. It felt effortless. And she did so much stuff with the song. And it, again, because again, it's that whole Stevie Wonder thing. Like Stevie Wonder is singing, and then you like, okay. And then just effortlessly, boom, it's a new gear. And you like, how did he get there? But you watching, you listening, and he just like, this ain't nothing. Here, watch this. And you're like, oh my God. And that was nothing. You want to see another one? Watch this. Oh my God. And you know what I'm saying? It's just, she sang it. Everything she did seemed effortlessly done. And I was like, I never seen or heard anything like it. I never seen or heard anything like it. So I was just like, I mean, that is what it is. That is what it is. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Catch me on another day. Ask me another day. Ask me a different day. And I'ma sing. Even though y'all know I hate it. Y'all know I hate it. Remember when Tanika called in and I think she's one of the best singers I've ever heard? And I was like, no, don't sing. Because it's something about these platforms that I hate hearing, even if you can sing. I don't like it. I don't like it. But one of these days, I'm going to break my rule and I'm going to do it. It won't be tonight. But one of these days, I'm going to break my rule and I'm going to do it. Alethea, you are just a hater. Why? Why are you the way that you are? Why? I don't understand. What did I do to you? What did I do to you? What? Is your middle name Nikki? Keisha? What did I do to you? I don't get it. I don't understand. Do me a favor, as always, as I get ready to get out of here. It's almost 7 o'clock. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. And in the process of you being happy, you be the reason that somebody smiles. Till next time. I'm out, y'all. Peace.